All right, so let me pull myself over here. I'll refresh. All right, bam, there we go. So hold on. Add my background. Whoops. Add my background. Darn it! Now I gotta go find it. All right, hold on, guys. I really gotta get rid of all this stuff I have on here. We rock with that for right now. All right, so let me see everybody what you guys saying. Jamie said he's here. Purple said we're ready. Dave said I'm in. Squid said this show is gonna be epic. All right. Anyway, guys. Whew, so OBS is having some issues. So what was cool was I was able to just create a new stream, jump over here to this stream, and the only problem is that when I game stream, this won't look that great, but I love the fact that you can end the stream, not even end the stream. I could shut this down, but the stream will still be playing because it's coming from the cloud, right? If I could figure out how to do that with OBS, but it looked like OBS was just having issues regardless, right? Because I even went back and it still was having issues. Now, the cool thing with this is if you guys want to jump in and want to chat, whatever, we could do that. But Wilson and I was playing, trying to play some World War Z. So I'm going to go back to where my stream didn't look great. But guys, it's all about the personality anyway, baby. Oh, wait, since we're on here, before we do that, let me hit you guys with this real quick because it's been a while. So hold on.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon! All right, so I was thinking today that I'm going to probably change my intro and switch out some of the video because some of the people that's in there, that was a while ago, and maybe I could have some people like Purple Haze, if you guys don't mind, but I could have some of the new people in my intro, you know? Like I had a bunch of the PlayStation and Xbox guys in that one picture, but I don't even speak to most of them anymore, so that would be pretty cool if my new intro, if I add some new scenes. So some of you guys can live forever in some of my videos. That'd be cool. Yeah, so I am going to jump back on World War Z. And Purple, you're 100% correct. You said you come here for the personality, but definitely the community. And I'm all about community. That's why I love you guys to join in. So much so that I'm going to do this. So Here we go. If any of you guys want to join me, here's the link. So you guys can actually jump in here as well and chat it up. I'm going to get back with Wilson so we can finish playing the game. Again, it's not going to look the greatest with this. Remember, that's the problem with StreamYards and the problem with Melon and StreamYards is they don't do good with quality. I wish they did. You know. Yeah, Dave Wilson, my guy, send me an invite and I'll jump back in. Should send me an invite and I'm jumping back in. What I will do though is bam, I'll make it this big so that way you guys can see the look on my face when I'm screaming and running for my life from zombies and stuff like that. So it'll be more of me and the game quality, and even though the game quality is going to be poor, but you guys will still get me. Now look, I think it looks pretty good with the two ring lights though, right? I got light on both sides, so I think it is the ring light worked out. But what I got to do is eventually set up this microphone she got me and see how good it is. So sensitive, pick up pure sound. Yeah, we'll see. Now the question is, does it just sit down? Or do I have to, oh, look like you got to put it on the stand. Let's open it, guys. Let's open it live. Here, let me bring down my background so you guys can see. Bam. All right. Let's check it out. This is what it looks like. I don't know anything about it, but let's take a look at it. Okay, so I got the little cushiony part, and it got, okay, USB to something. All right, it actually is not as big as I thought it was going to be. I got to put this back because I'm going to do a review. So here's the mic itself. It's pretty small, smaller than I thought it was going to be. This clips to, like, I guess for a stand. Oh, it had a little tripod. Cool. So I'll just pretty much have it sitting on my desk. Looks cool. We'll see. See how good it works. I'll mess around with it some point in time, and I'll do a review on it. And then you guys could also tell me what it sounds like too, because you've been listening to me for however long. All right. So Wilson, send me that invite, buddy, and we could get it going. Let's see. Okay. Microphones are beautiful things. Oh, Bruce. I'm gonna show you this, Bruce. I mean, you guys already, never mind. You already seen my video. I was gonna pull out my violin. Maybe I'll try to play something live. Well, I haven't been taught to use the bow yet. So, but when I get to that point, then I'll actually try to do some live playing, and you guys can laugh at me and hold your ears. Squid's about to get to some gaming. Oh, you're using a microphone all wrong. Well, you're gonna have to show me because I never used a microphone. I only use the microphone that's already connected to my webcam. So I want to make sure I'm using it right. I'm getting there, Bruce, but he's not haven't even taught me to use the bow, you know. And you discouraged me, Bruce, when you told me it was harder than a guitar. And I asked him, I said, well, what's the easiest for beginners to use? And he actually said a guitar is pretty good if you're a beginner using an instrument. And he said the piano would be, you know, as a pretty simple thing to learn. Invite me to both the party and the game. Oh, you did. All right. All right. Anyway, here we go, guys. Let's jump in here with my guy Wilson. Again, I apologize for the graphics. It's not going to look the best, but you know, I still want to get some game on, and I also want to chat as well. So this is the way you kill two birds with one stone. But unfortunately, it's not going to look that great. Like when nothing's going on, not that much is going on, it's going to look better. But this game has so much going on, so you really get it look, you know, like nothing going on. Piano is simple but hard to master. Gotcha. Oh, you played the trombone and guitar. My guy Squids, man. Oh, look, it still kept me all that time. All right, Wilson, I'm ready now, man. Sorry about all that. I apologize. I done killed like an hour. Oh, wow. These blades are really easy to pick up if you do have a... So here's the problem. I don't like... I think what's intimidating is using your fingers. That's what's intimidating to me. Okay, I'm in the party now. Oh, you guys are gonna have to remind me. There's gonna be a part where I'm gonna be echoing.
Why are you gonna be echoing?
I think if I'm in a party and the fact that I'm on stream. So hold up. Here, let me. I'm listening. Oh no, I'm not echoing. All right.
No,
Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because I used to have my volume coming through my computer, and so then it would echo because it was too loud. But I got the volume coming through my Bluetooth, not my Bluetooth, my the thing in my ear, so we should be fine.
That's okay then.
Right.
I think I might have someone who wants to play with us.
Cool. More the merry. All right, guys, let me find my character first. Oh, I like her. Yeah, I'm going for her. Okay. And my class is still Slasher. All right, I'm ready to go.
Alright, let me just invite this Mr. P to the party. See if he's going to come play.
He says songs like playing a game. Yo, Dre, what's going on? Guys, if anybody want to jump in and play some World War Z, let us know. Bruce said the reason violin can be tough is because you need to use your ear to find the notes. Okay. When you hit a key on piano, that note is played. Piano and guitars are great because you can learn chords more easily, at least. I always felt that way. Leave it up to Bruce. Yeah, don't mess with Bruce, man.
Yeah, he's the guy who did your intro, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Amazing, too, man. I drove him crazy, though. I said, hey, Bruce, would you make an intro for me, right? And he was like, yeah. I said, but I'm very picky. I want him to know that up front. And I'm going to tell you, man, Bruce, creating the song, I must have drove him crazy. I was like, I like it, but could you do something different? And man, we went back and forth from him changing this, changing that. And it was cool because he took a lot of my suggestions. So I feel like I had a big part to play in the outcome because I asked him, could he do this? Could he add that? Could he change this? And he kept up, and he had some of his own suggestions like, dude, don't change this. You know, when you hear it sounds like a roar or something in the beginning. When I say unleash the baby God, well, I wanted that sound also at the very end. But he was like, you know, make an executive vote that you shouldn't do that because that should be special and only at one part. There was a lot of changes to it, man. That was cool.
But you just went through like a whole development process and getting the song right for what you wanted.
If you hear the first version, It sounds nothing like that at all. The very first thing he sent me, I was like, dude, it's a little too happy. And then my wife heard it. She said, yeah, tell Bruce you need aggressive. Everything you do is aggressive. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. And he went from there, man, and just kept shaping it to what we got today. Oh my God, Dre, thank you so much, man. Dre with the $2, as Squid say, the $2 make you holler or something like that.
Woo!
Said Cowboy basically wrote the jam. I don't know if I wrote it, but it, you know, I'm very happy that I did have a lot of input, that you didn't mind me. I know I drove you crazy a little bit with certain stuff, but it was pretty cool. That I really felt that I had a lot to do with changing it. So that's cool. So thank you for always for that, Bruce.
There was like 20 versions. That did go through some development.
Oh, it did, man. It was like 20 versions. I got them all. The cool thing is I have them all on my phone. So every time he made a version, he sent it to me and I downloaded it to my phone. And there's sometimes I would drive in the car and just listen to all the different versions.
Well, I'm hoping you're getting some residuals from that, Bruce. I hope you're making a percent on that little €2 Dre's just sent in for every one of these videos that we see and every time we hear that music played.
Hey, listen. I'm smart. I bought that song, all right? So that I own that song. There ain't gonna be no damn residuals. But he will live in eternity by saying, you know that Cowboy dude? Guys, one day I might just blow up. And when I do, I want all of you guys to be a part of my journey and my story. And Bruce is going to be like, that's my music played. I made that. That's going to be cool.
It does say it at the beginning of every video as well, doesn't it?
And I wanted it to be special, man. I told Bruce I wanted his name to show up. And the baby God Dragon, one day I'll make a video so you guys know why that's special to me. But when I told him, he was like, what? And my wife was like, come on, Anthony. She said, that's a bit extra. I said, I am extra. Everything I do is extra. I got to add that. And so, yeah, that was a part. But I told Bruce I wanted it to make it special. So I surprised him because he didn't know I was going to do that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. So, like, you know, I wanted to, you know, have his name up there and come out and, you know, saying Bruce unleashed the baby God Dragon. And that's pretty much what he did.
It is really brilliant. I love it. I really do love it. It is cringy, man. Yeah, you are extra. You are a cringe fest, but you're you, and you're not afraid about it. And I think that confidence and that personality and just happiness to enjoy yourself, it shows through. So even though it is a little bit cringy at parts, you still want to keep watching because when you're cringing, you're smiling and you're laughing. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mind people being like, "What the," you know, when I'm doing crazy stuff, you know.
Well, I'd hope not sat there in your bloody cowboy hat.
I'm telling you, man. And it's so much more crazy stuff on my channel, man. If you guys just knew some of the crazy, like I destroyed my 84-inch TV. Like
really?
Yeah. Like, so I used to make videos for everybody who subscribed. I would make a thank you video for that whole month. So I save up everybody who subscribed and I would do a little skit for each person. And so, I don't know, I did probably 6 months of those videos, 6 months worth. And, you know, I had just crazy skits like jumping off of something, doing something in slow motion. It was just crazy stuff. Oh, wait, I don't want to be her. How can I change my character? All right.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Anyway, but man, I got to say this. Dre just became a all-purpose champion. Dre, so first of all, I have to hold up, wait. I gotta do something real quick. I always take these clips and I make them pop up on the screen. So bam! There we go. Dre just became an all-purpose champion. Now, here's what's cool, Wilson. Your voice is going to be in the background when I add that. So what I'm going to do is everybody who becomes a channel member, I make them a personal video. I know I'm a little late on the videos. Purple's probably like, where the hell's my video? Guys, I'm getting to it. Actually, let me do this right now. So what I do is I write down the date that the person became all-purpose champion because I put the date in the video to try to. I want it to be as special as it can. So let me add Dre, the SBC legend, is what I like to call him. He was with us from the beginning. All right, let me see. Dre. And today is Saturday.
So I know you've been doing these videos for years, man, but when did the SPC and whole thing start? Because I don't even know when Stadia started.
So Stadia started November 19th, 2019 is when Stadia started. We started the SBC the end of December 2020. So Stadia was about a year old, and we decided we wanted to create just an event, right? It was supposed to be a one event, and it was a week-long event. It was a 5-day event. And then we did another one a month later, and it went so well. Stadia Vet, or you don't call it Stadia Vet anymore, but Vet came up with the ideal of what if there was like a network. And so we was like, oh, that's a great idea. So we said, okay, we'll take your idea. We'll make you like one of the board members. And then that's pretty much when it was born. It was called the Stadia Bash Community Network. And we did it for a whole year as a network, but it was a little rigid. Some people couldn't handle it because it was like a TV station. So you had to stream the same time every week. So like, let's say mine was like 5 o'clock every Tuesday for an hour, and you only got an hour because we wanted it to be fair. And so, you know, man, we had so many UK guys. It was good, man. We had like 43 members at one point. It was crazy. People was joining like crazy, and everybody was doing their 1 hour a week. And then we just, you know, there started to be like craziness and beef in the community, and some people may say I had a lot to do with that, but we're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, and it was cool. So we even did a 1 year anniversary special where we streamed for like 20. I don't know how many hours it was. I'm thinking about when we did the Stadia's 2-year birthday celebration. We streamed 20 out, had 20 streamers over 20 hours. That was pretty cool. But yeah, man. And I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I put the whole thing together myself. I'm just saying. So when people say, you know, you did this and you did that, I did do this and I did do that. All right. Yeah, I got a big mouth. All right. I'm kind of calmed down a bit nowadays, but I did so much for the community, which is cool, man. Just because I love gaming, and I'll be the first person to say, "Hey guys, let's do this, let's do that." Because sometimes people have great ideas, but they're a little not intimidated, but a little shy,
scared to jump.
Yeah, but that's not me. So I just say, "Hey, let's do it." I'll put my foot in my mouth, or I'll be the one to say something. And if it goes left, then it just goes left. But or can we just jump in now, or are we still waiting for somebody? Or
yeah, no, we'll just jump in. We were waiting on someone. I'll put it into a public lobby, but no one's hopping in. So, well, I only met him the other day, but yeah, some guy I've met on World War Z. I've made loads of friends through this game, man. Honestly.
Purpose said my brother's a professional jazz player, so I picked up a little of music, but definitely not like him or her dad. That's cool. Let's see. Squid said one of the most underrated instruments. What's that, Squid?
Is that Mr. P? Have we got him?
Did we get him?
Hello? You there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mr. P, how you doing, sir?
Good.
We've just loaded up a level, so we can invite you in as soon as it's on the go. As soon as we're on the ground.
Yeah.
And Mr. P, if you don't mind, just let you know I'm actually streaming. So if you don't mind, your voice would be in the stream.
As I know, I played with you one time with when you were doing Avengers.
Oh, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Well, it's good to meet up with you again, man.
Yeah.
And look, I'm fine. OBS isn't killing me now.
You were having trouble?
Yeah, the OBS, for some reason, it kept, I don't know if it was messing with the internet or something, but like the stream kept being real jittery. And when I played Stadia, I would turn like left or right and I would just spin.
Whoa.
And so we found out it was OBS doing it. So now I'm using Melon, which it just is not the best for gameplay.
Right.
But it's just gonna have to get the job done. I don't think people watch me for gameplay anyway. They just like to hear my big mouth.
It's still looking all right for me though.
It will until there's like 1,000 zombies on the screen, and then it's gonna. You know, whenever we're not when we're just standing still. Get down, get down. This game is fun, man.
Tango's on the ground.
So
I like how scenic it is. I mean, yes, there's blood, guts, and zombies everywhere, but at the same time, if you go to places like here, we're in Marseille, in France, right here.
That's cool.
And you go to some pretty cool places on it, man.
How realistic is the map for that?
Oh, well, I've never been to Marseille, so I could not tell
You're like, I don't know either. Yeah, Mr. P, where are you from?
California.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like when they when I was playing The Crew 2, it was like, oh, it's pretty close to the road, the interstate, and the landmarks.
See, that's one thing I'm excited to get to Assassin's Creed Valhalla for, to get to see England mapped out.
Yeah, I heard they did a great job. So Bruce asks who all is on the team. So it's me, it's Mr. P, and it is David Wilson, which I like to just refer to as Wilson. Come on, Wilson, you had to have a nickname growing up, man. Oh my God.
No, man, just David.
Really?
Just David.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like to call you Wilson. In the beginning, when we first met, you said that was cool. So that's, you know, my guy Wilson.
Or we call you like a Dennis the Menace.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Mr. Wilson.
Wilson. Mr. Wilson.
Or Wilson Fisk from Daredevil. Is that his name? Wilson Fisk?
Is it Wilson? I don't know what his first name is. But.
Game time.
I got the meds.
Purple Hazer said no, it's not realistic. She's been to Marseille, but it's still cool. Well, wait until you see the next mission when we can see some scenery from the outside of Marseille. You can see what that looks like. There's a big, massive bridge, which I'm going to assume is a landmark.
Get on with it and search the bodies.
I think the next map, it was the one that you and me played earlier off stream, Cowboy. I think that one's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty cool. I will say. And I think Purple was just dreaming. She never been there. Purple's a bully, you know?
I think you bully Purple, to be frank.
No, listen, man. I'm telling you, it's not true. I'll just mind my business, and then Purple just come in and, you know, oh, Cowboy, blah, blah, blah. I'll punch him in the mouth. And I'm like, what you just say? You do what? She's like, yeah. You know? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. I got to disinfect myself. Oh, God, no. Oh, I got you. I got you. You know what's crazy? Here's what I want, right? Next gen, right? So we call stuff next gen. Oh, yeah, blah. It looks better. Graphics are good. I want like 10 players. Like, can we start getting games to do that?
What do you mean?
Like co-op missions?
Yeah, like
stuff?
right now there's 4 players, right? Imagine if we could have 10 people.
Lurker on me. I'm at the front door. Yeah, it would be really cool having 10 in a lobby, 10 people, like 10 Avengers, a whole team
right?
of the Avengers.
And so then it'd be like a massive amount of enemies on the screen, right? That would be next gen to me. Like, that will clearly be next gen. Like, nobody could be like, because something right now, people are like, well, what's next gen? Well, the graphics is better, or it loads faster. Right. And it's like, that's typical. It?
No, next gen is VR Avengers. Doing the Infinity War battle with all of your friends as an Avenger each. Wow. That's next gen.
That's next gen. Yeah.
That's what I can't wait for.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's already getting there for some people, for the people who can afford all that VR equipment, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, but I never even
not
heard...
the most accessible.
So I played the Iron Man game for like 2 hours one time. And it was cool, but it just wasn't something I would want to do every day. Like this, I could play every day. It was fun, but it was like, you know, it was one player. It wasn't like it was a team. And it was flying around, which was cool, I will say. But it wasn't like, I didn't take it off and be like, oh my God, I got to do this again. I got to buy one. I was just like, man, that was
Yeah.
cool.
I was the same when, do you remember, it was years ago, but when the Xbox Connect brought out the Star Wars game?
Oh yeah, with the lightsaber and all that.
Yeah, it was great, man. But after playing the demo, I was like, do you know what? I could reload this demo and just have enough fun on here. I don't need to invest in this. I don't need more of it.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's our preference. Like, I think because there's people like Mr. Urban World, he is in love with VR, right? So
Oh
for
yeah.
me, I'm like, man, VR just didn't grab me like that. But he's also doing stuff where he'll go to the movies in VR. He'll, he do different things that I never did. So maybe if I did stuff like that.
He
Cowboy,
used all
have
the
you ever had
features.
the advanced combat weapon in this game?
No, what's that?
It's like a rifle, but it shoots explosive rounds. Do you want to give this a go?
No, is
One
that
of
it
my
right here?
favorite guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good weapon, especially if we're gonna try to level up.
Everyone silent.
Oh, it's,
Sorry to interrupt you. What were you saying? Mr. P, you were trying to say something, I believe.
Yeah,
and
Mr.
I
P.
cut you
Oh
off.
no, the other guy you were talking about, he used it more than what was the main purpose. Using it to watch movies and other streaming. Some people don't like it because they only use it for one thing. Other people use it for a variety of usage. So it made it useful for them.
yeah, I agree. Bruce said he's never been out of Canada, and Purple said kind of like New York City wasn't realistic, but still fun. And Bruce said the Division did New York pretty good, apparently.
Well, that's why I'm excited for Valhalla, because Assassin's Creed's known for being pretty accurate in its displays.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it? I mean, obviously the maps are often compressed and things like that, but in the representation of historical events, in what buildings actually might have looked like back then, in color themes, in clothes, and even language and things like that, they put research into all of that. So and I can't wait to get to Valhalla for that all.
I just found out that that Assassin's Creed, the first game, was originally supposed to be kind of like a historical thing. Like, it wasn't really supposed to be a game. It originally was just going to be like, you could explore history or historical sites. And now they actually added that mode in a couple of the games.
Yeah,
yes.
it's the museum.
Oh, the right hand side.
Yeah,
the museum and discovery mode as well.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I know Origins and Odyssey have discovery mode where you can load into the map without any enemies on, and they've got tour guides which have been researched on by actual Egyptologists and people who studied classical Greece and who've designed the whole tours themselves. So it's guides created by professors and lecturers and other people who are actually in the know of what it would have been like back then, which
that's
I think
pretty
is
amazing, man.
And you've got all that free, material, which people would usually have to pay grands and grands for on a history course, for paying for a £40 game.
How's that? Bring a VR or Oculus to a classroom. Okay, we're gonna go to ancient Egypt and put your headsets on.
Yeah, but that would be a lot of money to have everybody in class with headsets. But
well, that's the accessibility issue that I don't think it's going to take them long to get round. I don't think it is. I think it's just they're keeping it niche and keeping the price up now because they can, because it's a market. But as soon as the newer versions start coming out and people can start getting their hands on older versions, and then people can start modifying themselves, and you get these rip-off businesses here, there, and everywhere, I don't think it's going to take that long until, in terms of years, that is, until we can all be living in the VR world like Mr. Urban World is.
Yeah, well, he spent money on a new AR glasses, and he bought a pair of AR glasses. So we've been talking about VR this time, but he bought a pair of AR glasses, augmented reality, instead of virtual reality, and he's loving that too. So he's really into it to a point where he said, hey man, I'm gonna try something new. And it was a smaller company that was making these glasses, and he was looking into it and said, you know what, I'm gonna try them. So he actually paid for them before they was even released. And
really,
yeah, when it was released, he got his copy, and I thought that was pretty cool. That just shows his commitment and the interest level. You can't say for him He just mess around. He's just a talker. No, he's like serious about his love for VR.
Mm-hmm.
I like this gun, but it's a little slow.
Yeah, it can be a bit slow. That's a bit frustrating about it. But it's just really fun to blow a bunch of stuff up, isn't it?
I like it. I love her shock grenades. You know what? The stream looked like it isn't doing that bad though.
Yeah, no, it's holding it up.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit pixely here and there, but it's not lagging or anything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would love if they could figure out what to do. Like, so the way it's looking right now, if it could look like this the whole time we're streaming, but I think it's probably gonna at some point start to not look as good. Like it seems
There's an
like
assault rifle here if you prefer it, Cowboy.
no, I'll still rock with this. Throw them out.
Yeah, because once you max out that ACW, it becomes a silencer.
Yeah, I've got it to level 4, and I'm getting very close to getting it to level 5, but I'm also doing the same thing on my scout rifle, which is the gun I'm using right now. I want to get this to level 5 because I'm sick of it being loud.
And then
Yeah,
what?
that's what I'm using on the same one, the scout rifle.
And then what? All you guys got to do is just keep using the weapons, and that's how you level it up.
Yes, yeah.
Because once you get the your results after the victory, you know how you get how much XP you get. Your weapons gets XP as well, as long as you unlock the tier. You know, once you get to level 2, you unlock level 2 tier, and then it'll collect more XP to get to 3, and so on till it gets to 5.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Now, do we have a computer character with us, or did you turn that off?
No, the computer character's there.
Okay.
It's the girl in the red shorts and the red hat.
Okay. And I see you got a. Oh my God, right. I see you got a drone with you. That's cool.
Yeah, has a silencer on it too. So
I've still not bothered with the drone masterclass. What's it like?
not bad. It's a good assist. The first level of it, it just tases them enough that it keeps them pause for a moment for you to kill them until you unlock the pistol. And then once you get that, then it unlocks the range, the firepower, and then at the end adds the silencer.
See, for me, this is a perfect style of a game, right? So this is like it's a shooter, but action adventure. But what I like in games is simplicity. And this, right? It's like, hey, you don't need to run around a billion times and find stuff and farm material. You just pretty much play the game with that weapon and you'll level up.
Yeah.
And I like that. Now, I was a fan of Destiny, and obviously I'm a big fan of Marvel Avengers, but I try not to play Marvel Avengers as if it's an MMO, and I play it more like it's this style game, where I just run around and punch enemies in the face. Because it gets crazy when I'm trying to create builds and all that stuff, and oh, my build is just about right, but I got to do the raid 80 times in order to find,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the way
I don't have the patience for all of that.
Yeah, don't. But the way they did this is like, wait, this is cool. You just play the game, pick a weapon, level it up. It unlock new attachments or new stuff. I like that.
Passing through the museum.
And it's still considered a live service game.
Anyway.
They don't need really intricate stuff. Oh.
Lurker on me. To your right, Cowboy. Lurker on me.
Oh, you on the ground? I'm coming. Oh God.
That's the one thing is, there's no button to counter the attack of a lurker or a bull, and then once you get caught, you're in there for a long time.
Yeah, when they're on you, you've got to accept it. They've got you.
Yeah.
You've just got to bend over and take it.
And you can't get them off on your own?
No.
Oh,
certain classes have perks. If you level them up high enough, they get perks. So they can't be downed, or they'll get up after 5 seconds, or something like that.
Yeah.
But then there's a cooldown on that perk as well. So if it happens like twice within 30 seconds or within a minute, then there's no chance to counter that. But you can get perks that'll counter it just in case.
Man,
there's nothing you can actually do in the moment.
I'm actually impressed. The game isn't looking that bad yet. And I was like, man, there's so many enemies on the screen. This is going to look terrible. But I keep looking down like, oh, wow.
Well, when was last time you used Streamlabs to do a game stream?
So you know what's crazy? I stopped using it a while ago. I was like, you know what? I just like I used to never care, but then I felt bad because okay, people don't really watch me that much for game streaming. Actually, I've been playing a lot of games lately. I will say that. But typically, I always did like the shows where it's just me on and I have guests on and we talk. But recently, I've been doing all these game streaming. I've been like, you know what? Let me use Streamlabs. So honestly, it's been a while. So maybe they updated it again.
Yeah.
They keep trying to make it better and better. But if it plays like this, then I'll just use this because I prefer this. Because what I like is the flexibility to do a show. Let's say we were playing and the game ended, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna invite some of you guys on, and I sent out a link, and people jumped in, and it became a show, right? I think
Right.
I love that, and I don't like the fact that you can't really do that in StreamYards. Like you can screen capture like Discord or something like that, but that's about it. And then I can't feel like it's a show where I give a shout out and press a button and people pop in, you know?
Yeah. It just feels a little bit more predetermined then, whereas you like to keep it more loose because you like to see where it might go and who might
Right.
jump in.
Got a lurker on
I'm coming.
One sec.
Alright.
Yeah, Cowboy's got him.
I got you, brother.
All right, cool.
Purple says Mr. Urban World lives in VR. Do you know what? At this point, I'm starting to think that Mr. Urban World might just be some actually like sentient AI. 'cause
Now
he
you know what's
doesn't
funny.
want to show his face. Doesn't want to show his face.
So-
how many videos does he watch on YouTube, man? How many videos? And I'm a
Now-
little suspect.
Here's what's funny. I said that after I first met him a little bit, I kept calling him a bot. I was like, dude, you're not real, you're a bot. And now you just said that. And I said that so long ago, so it's like, hey, listen, somebody else is catching on. And then you know what I said to him? I had this conspiracy theory because he said he needed to like disappear for a while and take a break. I was like, what?
Mate, thank you.
I was like, who needs to do that? So when he was gone, I said, what if Mr. Urban World is a network of people? And there's a bunch of Mr. Urban Worlds, right? So you think you're talking to Mr. Urban World, but it's really a bunch of Mr. Urban Worlds, and you don't know it.
They all just journal what the last one said so they can keep up in the
Right,
conversation.
right. So they all got like a file on each person, so they know everybody's personality, so they know how to interact with each person in the community.
Cortana?
That's it, man. That's it.
Did you guys see that thing a couple years ago? Google had their AI call a restaurant to make an order, and the person didn't know it was a bot. And
I did that once. I did that for a reservation.
Really?
Yeah, it says, do you want Google to reserve your table? And I said, yeah. And then you get the subtitle. It was texting it out for you.
So it'll like send a text for you asking the restaurant.
Yeah, it was sending a text like it was like a copy saying that it was performing a task, but it was like you were saying, it was calling for me. It was doing its AI to reserve a table because it said my name, how many people, at what time, and then it was waiting for the restaurant to confirm the reservation.
Yeah, this thing
mad.
Dude, this thing I listened to was crazy. Like, it sounded like a person, and the person on the phone had no clue they were talking to a bot. I was blown away.
I'm not comfortable with all this, mate. It makes me. It doesn't. Do you know what? I don't even think it's paranoid. It just makes me worried. Because I think if you think about it all reasonably, you should worry about where it's all going. You know what I mean?
I
like how crazy this tech is and what you can do with it. I like it, but how manipulative could it be? And yeah, we're not manipulative people, but there's people out there with billions and billions of dollars who start wars just for the sake of it. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like tech to the point where I feel like you have to do things and break boundaries in order to start something new. And yes, that might mean, you know, we might build Skynet and they might try to kill the human race. But
I was going to say, you're part of the AI takeover, just saying that right there, Cowboy. You're part of the AI takeover.
I am. I would be, because I'd be like, listen, let's just see how far this thing could go. You know? Let's see what will happen. And I'll be like, yeah, they're not ever going to turn on us.
You'd replace your brain with memory drives, wouldn't you? You said it had better capacity. You'd never forget anything ever again.
Yeah,
You could
man,
remember all your childhood
live
memories.
forever.
You'd take it.
Let me live
If
forever.
you got told you could remember every single one of your childhood memories and delete any memory you didn't want, would you take an artificial memory, an artificial brain? If it meant a
No.
corporation actually owned it, though.
Nah.
Yeah, well, you know what's weird? So
You say no now. You say no now.
There's some memories I want to forget.
Yeah, well,
There
here's the
you
thing,
go.
though. I've always been one of those people where I don't have a problem with, like, my privacy being stolen, right? People are like, oh, they're watching me. I'm like, and? Well, obviously, look at me. I'm on YouTube. I'm sure I share so much of my life with everybody on YouTube already, right? But I feel like I'm one of those people where, remember when the Connect came out and it was like, it's always on? I'm like, well, if you wasn't doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, then you wouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah.
So,
You only put out what you want to expose.
right. But I'm like an open book, and I've been through so much. Dude, this is my third marriage. Like, I got 4 kids. I mean, I feel like, listen, I'm just gonna live life and see what you want to see. I'm not ashamed of anything, you know. Like, I don't know, I don't care. So yeah, upload my consciousness. Let them own it. If they want to use me as the test lab, the test rats, you know.
That's as long as I get compensated.
Yeah, as long as I get compensated, and we'll be good. How come every gun I keep picking up that doesn't have auto? Is it a way to turn auto on, or on each gun, or some guns don't have
some
auto?
guns have it and some don't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
See if
some
there's any more.
Some are semi.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, the advanced SMG, that's an auto. There you go. I've highlighted it for you.
Man, I am impressed that this video is looking
This
good.
one on the far right here.
Let me see. Foster, what's going on? Foster said,
get some
Mr.
material.
is the multiverse. Where's Mr. at when we're having all these conversations?
There's
He's
some
here
crates.
and not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's everywhere and nowhere.
Kremlin box. Oh, Bruce said Kremlin box. Your
Kremlin
laptop
box.
becomes self-aware. Yeah, right. Sometimes they get it wrong because I asked Alexa the other day what time this mall closed, and she said 9:30. We showed her to the mall, me and my friend, and we started walking in. And mind you, it's an hour away from my house. We started walking in the mall or in the store, and the lady walked up to us and said, "Hey, the mall is closing right now." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, it closed at 8 o'clock." I was like, 8 o'clock? Alexa told me 9:30. She said, "Nope, that's weekend hours." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, and I think it's them not updating it
Yeah.
because you could always correct if there's an issue.
Yeah.
Because
It definitely messed me up this week.
yeah, because sometimes when I order food from like Grubhub or Postmates, they send it to the neighbor's house. Well, because Google Map listed the neighbor's house as my address number.
Wow.
So
Really?
I had to put a complaint saying that your information was incorrect, and it tells me, okay, which one's your house?
All right, everyone, get to the van.
Get
All
to the van?
Get to the van.
Yeah,
it'll
get to
end
the
mission.
van. Yeah, because we'll get swarmed otherwise.
Yeah.
Oh, let me help out, or somebody.
So there's a
Okay.
there's a blue area box that you got to stay in.
Okay.
There we are.
There it is. All right.
We're heading back.
Woo!
P, if you want to, also, you could jump in the Discord, man. I got a Discord, and you know, we just chat up. And if you're looking for people to play with, you could just say, "Hey, I'm looking for people," and you know, if somebody see it and want to join you. So that's.
Oh yeah, I'm in the Discord too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
Wait,
nice
what's
one.
your name
Yeah.
in the Discord?
Mr. P.
Mr. P. All right, cool. Good stuff.
Oh, so you're just not very active in it, more of a lurker.
No. I'm mostly at night too because I got kids during the day,
Oh,
work
well,
in
there
the
you
afternoon, and then come home at night.
Okay. That's
But
fair
you
enough.
know who we're talking about when we say Mr. Urban World,
Yes.
then?
Yeah.
Ah, well, there we go.
Yeah. You know what's cool? Mr. Earl is not a content creator, but he's so known. It's like amazing.
Well, I get the feeling that's what Purple was like until she recently started creating.
Yeah.
something, didn't she?
When I first met her, like, so when I first heard about her, it was because Doc Dark was talking about her, and he talked her up so big. I thought she was like, I don't know, a head executive in Google or something, right? So then I seen her comment on one of my videos, and I told my wife, I was like, "Oh my God, it's this Purple Haze girl," and she was like, "Who?" I was like, "So Doc Dark did this video, and he was like somebody in the community, or somebody was explaining to him behind the scenes of cloud gaming," and she seen like I was all like, "Oh my God, it's Purple Haze," and I didn't know who she was, right? And then we became cool, and I was like, "Oh wow, she's like down to earth. Okay, cool. I can stop being afraid around her." And now she's a bully. My personal.
So
bully.
what is the story behind that then? Is she like clued up when it comes to cloud gaming just from keeping up with all the streams, or does she have somewhat of like a career around it? Or
yeah, I think Purple, you have to correct me. I think she said she was a developer, or she's something to do with gaming. So she has some background in like.
I was going to say, I feel like I should be directing this question at Purple.
Yeah, she is in the chat.
Purple, what is it? What is it? Why is it you're known in this community so well for having an education in cloud?
Yeah, I'd like to hear it. And Purple, my question is, why do you bully me? I want to know that.
Oh, great! I leveled up my scout to level 4.
Okay, insufficient funds.
Yeah.
I want to prestige my slasher so I can get the next crossbow, but I don't want to have to get it back up to level 30 again because it's my favorite class.
So wait, explain it to me. So it's like Call of Duty when you prestige things, right? You just you'll get to a point where to ask you, do you want to start all over? Is that what happens?
Yeah, basically. So Call of Duty, the way I remember it, because I've not played them for years and years, but the old way it used to be for Prestige, you'd get to like max level, which was like 50 or 70 or whatever. Then you'd Prestige, you'd get back to the first level, and you'd have a Prestige point, and you could spend it on what you want, yeah? Well, with this, when you Prestige, it's not that you get a Prestige point, it's that each class has got 4 extra perks. You see those red perks you get on the class?
Well, no, help me. So explain it. So I'm looking at my character, right?
Yeah, you go to
go
customize.
to your class. Yeah, go to the class section for
change class.
So if you have a Stadia controller, go to R1. So it's highlighting customize.
Okay.
And then select class.
Okay.
And that'll show you the breakdown.
It'll show you the breakdown, all the perks that you have locked so far.
Okay.
Some you have to purchase.
Okay, so the way that works with the skills is with each row you can have 1 unlocked, and like as you level up you get access to more of them. But the red ones are permanently activated, right? So you've always got the red ones active. And when you prestige, every time you prestige, for a maximum of 4 prestiges, you get another red perk. So you can get another permanent perk for that class.
Oh,
so it is worth it if you're trying. It's like what we were saying before, like finicking around on Avengers. If you want to get your character the best that he can be, you'll prestige an extra 4 times to get those extra little perks that'll help that character subset.
Oh, see, that's worth it though.
Yeah, it is worth it. It is.
So
worth
Call
it.
of Duty, when you prestige, originally it was just for you to get the thing saying you prestige. Like literally, all you got was the brag that like, you was a
bragging that you achieved it, or you get a medal or something.
Correct. This actually give you something.
Yep. But it also takes a while to prestige a class 4 times round. So if you can be bothered to do it, that is, you know what I mean. And
so here's the thing with me. In like every game, I usually use like one character, like Destiny. I never ever had another character besides the Titan, ever. So
really,
yeah, I never made a warlock and I never made a hunter, never ever. I made my one character. I want to get back into
Destiny.
What'd you say about
Destiny? I
love
it so much. I love it so much. I want to get back into it, but it just takes up so much time to get into it properly.
Oh yeah, to get but it's mainly the story. But I guess the problem is they always buff weapons and nerf weapons and armor. So when you get into it, what you used to use is all changed. I don't care if it's exotic or not. So it takes time to learn. Like if you're in the PvP, you still got to figure out like, okay, does this weapons perform as good as it used to in order for it to be viable for me to use it? And 9 times out of 10, it's like, no, that's not good anymore. You're like,
So now you got to scrap it for material and build it up, and
But Purple said, I just make it up as I go, Wilson. Well, listen, it sounds very convincing. So if you do, All right, let me ready up.
Oh, I finally finished off leveling my scout rifle. Thank goodness for that.
Did you? Oh, I got one more to go.
Yeah, I've just finished it there.
I want a controller. I want to buy the controller. That's hanging. Oh wait, is
The
that real
controller of
money?
the backpack.
Do you use real money?
No, it's not real money, but it's a lot harder to earn.
Okay. Yeah, because I see I had 0.
Yeah. So to earn it, you've got to either do the there's daily challenges, or just challenges that you can work through, which is like, I don't know, open 12 crates or kill 10 bulls or whatever.
Okay.
And you can get 5 of those blue points for each one of those that you get, but it's only 5. I only have 55 so far. The only way to get a substantial amount is from doing the weekly challenge, which on normal mode is 100 of them, and on hard mode is 350.
All right, Mega
But
King.
So-
What do you got for
I
us?
have attempted that several times this week.
Oh yeah, we've done that last night.
Fuck that.
Yeah, me and Mr. P, Suave, and TN were all on last night for hours and hours trying to bring out the weekly challenge, and still did not get to the end. We got close once,
Yeah.
but we only got close.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Really hard. Oh, Mr. P spawned in dead. That's never fun.
I know. What the hell?
Wow.
It's an issue with this map.
I know.
This specific map, you can spawn in dead sometimes, one character, and it's
and
it's
and
odd.
the weekly challenge we were doing was this mission, this map.
Was it?
Yeah, it was this map.
Oh wait,
Remember,
no, this was the XP farm we were doing last night.
Oh,
Now-
okay, that's right.
Here's what's funny. The game is starting to look a little off, right? So I wonder if it's something to do with however their servers are. Like, you see how it wasn't that bad in the beginning? And
Yeah.
I looked and I seen it looking a little. Let me turn the screen around. So I wonder, like, I know when we play Avengers, it looked really bad because Avengers, like, a lot is going on. But it seemed like this was looking good at first, and now it's not looking as good. So I wonder. I'm not,
Well, you know, the longer I play this, even just on my Chromecast and not streaming it, the longer I play it, after about an hour and a half, I think the cache on my Chromecast or for the game starts to get full, and it starts catching it itself, and my frame rate drops until I exit the game and reload it. And as soon as I reload it, frame rate is perfect again. So could it maybe be something like that that's happening?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know too much about all that stuff, but I know
Neither do I.
that in the past, I was talking to somebody and they said something like that. They, oh God, help me!
Oh, the lurker.
Got him.
Woo, saved my life. Now I need to pay attention at the end of the game where it shows that we like someone how many kills you had, because
Oh, yeah.
I know that was a big thing Suave used to tell me about, but I don't even notice that popping up.
All the
What?
stats. Yeah.
Yeah,
Counting
I
the
think that's
kills.
cool because me and Wilson was saying how Avengers could use that. You know, at least some type of competitiveness if we can't fight each other. I think would be cool.
Well, you can definitely get that in this.
Oh yeah.
It tells you how many total kills, how many explosive kills, how many special kills, all sorts. You could compete on whatever you wanted with that.
But the weird thing is when we just finished it, I didn't even notice that came up on the screen, so I want to pay attention.
I always skip it out of force of habit now, just 'cause
Yeah.
I've been hammering out the
Yeah.
matches so much.
Right.
Yeah,
So
if
maybe
you hit the
Oh.
bottom, that I'll just skip it.
Lurker on me.
maybe the developers of Marvel Avengers felt like, man, people just gonna skip it anyway.
Because also once you get that stats, then it goes to your class XP and what you unlocked, and then last is the weapons XP.
Yeah.
And then your cash, how much money you earned. Because if we finish this mission the first try, you get bonus for performance. Yeah.
I didn't know that. First try round, if you finish, you get a bonus.
Well, what do you
Yep.
mean first try? Like what is not?
If we don't die and have to redo the mission,
Oh, okay.
Let's
you
turn
get-
around. There's rats and I've
Big-
not got fire.
Okay.
yeah. So you get what's called a performance bonus.
Oh, they're coming.
Swapping out.
Damn.
Have the rats got you?
Yeah, they got me. But his drone saved me.
Oh, nice one.
On the hill. There's the lift from the factory. I see a lurker.
I'm actually impressed the way it's looking. It's not looking that bad.
When we get up there.
Yeah, it's gotten jittery. Your frames are down, but it's still clear.
Right. Yeah, because if I could at least, you know, I like I said, I prefer using this because I like the flexibility. That if somebody said, "Oh man, let me jump in," and I just say, "You know what? I stream for like 30 minutes. Let's turn it into like a show. Let's just have everybody jump in and have a panel." I could do that. But when I do StreamYards, it's just one or the other. Once I start doing, Streamlabs, then that's it. This is only going to be a game stream.
Okay, so I ran a little far ahead, and now there's a lurker on me. So if you just want to catch up, I'd love that.
I'm coming. A lurker. Better get off my friend. Get off. Woo! Oh, more than lurker.
Cowboy in with the bullets. I don't know if I said Chromebook by accident, Purple, but if I did, I meant Chromecast. I'm using a Chromecast. And if you're still curious, it's the old Chromecast, the basic
Chromecast
one that you
Ultra,
get with the
right?
Stadia controller. Is that the one that you get with the controller, the basic one?
Yeah, the Chromecast
No.
Ultra.
With the controller.
Yeah, the
With
original.
the Stadia controller.
Yeah, with the Premier Edition
Oh, yeah,
and all
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and even
I
the
think you meant
first
that.
thing.
The Stadia Premier Edition, the one that you get with the Stadia Premier Edition.
Yes.
I got it with my Cyberpunk.
I have
But yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I'm playing it through, just on the back of a TV.
Nice. You know what's funny? I
used
play
to-
on my laptop all the time. I rarely ever play on the TV. My wife plays on TV, but I don't.
I used to play on my Mac all the time, but I turned it off mid-update, and I've messed up the innards of it. The software is not happy with me doing that. I know you should never do it, but I got very impatient with the update. I was trying to go to sleep, and it wouldn't turn off.
And I'm gonna tell you something real crazy. I have a 70-inch 4K TV in my living room, and I don't play Stadia on it.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Why?
I don't know. Stadia changed me. Like I used to be the guy that had the biggest TV and this and that, but I love just being in my bedroom, right? So in the living room, I'm out in the living room. The kids walk by. You know what it is? I think because I'm a content creator now, that I'm so used to being in my room by myself and nobody's just running around making noise. Like if I was in the living room, people come in and out of the house all the time. They would be loud. So I got so used to sitting in my bedroom in front of the camera because I do like, content, that when I play, I just prefer the comfort of my bedroom. I close my door, I don't know. I don't.
But are there no games that you want that big screen for?
Not
Like
anymore.
I've got a backlog of games that I refuse to touch until I get a 4K screen or
Oh, wow.
HDR screen.
Yeah,
I have
it's
a
weird.
backlog of games
So-
that I just won't touch
No,
because I want to play it in full, in what it was designed to do. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
You know what? It's weird, but I don't look at it like that. I used to look at it like that. I look at it like my screen is 15.6 inches and I can see everything on the screen, and that's good enough. I mean, hell, I play a lot of games on my phone. Like when my wife were watching wrestling, I'll just sit on my bed, and I got that really cool controller. I always gotta give a shout out to that. And I just sit in the bed and I could play this, I could play whatever, and I don't even feel like there's a difference because I stopped
You went
playing on
from-
my big TV.
You went from size to comfort.
Yes, there you go. Yep. I totally traded into my size. My fantasy of like my TV before you. All right, ready? Wilson, hear me out. The TV I had before this 4K TV was 84 inches.
Oh my goodness!
And that's how crazy I am with. I loved like the bigger the TV. So trust me, Stadia changed like everything with my gaming habits. Oh, get down, get
No,
down.
I do get that. I love being able to. Well, I can't play on the current phone that I've got because the current phone I've got is a budget phone and it can't handle Stadia. It just can't get the Wi-Fi through. I think is its main issue.
Yeah, it's probably the Wi-Fi. Yeah, because the internals of the phone itself, it will have to pull the Wi-Fi in stronger. Like I end up learning that with my internet, so I didn't know it was a such thing called Wi-Fi 6. And then when I got my new laptop, or before I got my new laptop, my internet provider had a new Wi-Fi 6 router, and I was like, oh. So then when I got my laptop, I made sure I bought a laptop that had Wi-Fi 6. It was made for Wi-Fi 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Watch out, Cowboy. You got
Yeah,
bull coming at you.
So yeah, I guess certain phones, like you said, is just not gonna pull that much internet through, so it's just not gonna allow you to be able to play it smooth.
And it's funny is that it used to be the 802.11 and then the letter. So they say, hey, let's simplify it. Let's just call Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to be, they just changed the letter to the next one for the next generation. And it's hard to keep up because no one says, is it an N, A, C, G, N? Which version do you have?
Is anything stronger than Wi-Fi? Is Wi-Fi 6 still the top thing, or is there?
The 6 is the most current. Yeah,
okay.
The highest, the most current version.
I was curious if they even.
See, I don't recognize those names as technology. I don't know if they call them something different over here in the UK, but I've not heard of Wi-Fi 6.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just me being completely out of it tech-wise.
Yeah, because I think it's like 802.11 AC is Wi-Fi 6. But not
Is it related to fiber or?
No, because I don't have fiber.
I'm running fiber, but it's just the frequency of the Wi-Fi signal.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
You know,
it's just a stronger. You know, and then you get the you get like
like the gigahertz.
Yeah.
The frequency.
Well,
right, okay.
So now Wi-Fi 6, I think it's close to 1 gigahertz.
Alright.
So there are certain devices that can, the most current devices are on Wi-Fi 6 frequency.
Yep. Yeah. Like my router, we get 2 different. I don't know what you want to call it, but like we get the 5 gigahertz and the like. If you come to my house,
So
you could.
So yeah, you have what's called dual band.
There you go.
So
yeah.
you got one for your old stuff, and then another Wi-Fi signal for your newer stuff.
Right.
Yeah, we've got that, but it's
Yeah.
2.4 and 5.7 is what we get, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that too. When you have your router, it'll have like a dual band.
Yep. But
So is that the same thing, that 2.4 and 5.7 thing that we have?
Yes and no. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just going to stick with my current understanding of it.
yeah.
So
Right,
yeah,
it's time to migrate to the elevator, boys.
All right, let's do it. Help! Running for my life.
In we all go. We all here? Yeah, let's go.
Don't worry about the bot. The bot will.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Right.
There you go. She'll pop.
Yeah, we just left the button.
Yeah,
Let's see.
always pop.
Jamie said, "Cool button to press for you all is the like button." So guys, make sure I'm bad with that. I read it too. I didn't realize where we was going with that. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. I am trying to get this channel out to more people. So I got some crazy ideas, as you guys know about me handing out cards. Actually, when I went to the club last night, I handed out a couple cards to these girls we met. But
That's
but yeah,
a nice pickup line.
what'd you say? What'd you say, P?
I said that's a nice pickup line.
Yeah, right. No, that's all
Hey,
good. I'm
girls.
married. But yeah, check out my YouTube channel. I did say that though. But I'm just bad with saying that. But it will, like, once YouTube see you got so many likes, then they will start sharing their videos more. And that's the thing. I think everyone I've ever seen on YouTube is talented in their own right, and there's millions of people that would sit there and love their content. But the algorithm will not push a video out to so many people, right? But as you get more subscribers, as you get more likes, more people comment on your videos, then the algorithm just turns into this advertising monster and just start throwing your videos out there, you know? But I always forget to say like, comment, subscribe. I just like people just chatting. I just like talking, to be honest with you. Chatting.
Do you know, I think the thing is, if people really do enjoy what they're doing and they're really, really enjoying the stream, a lot of people will naturally like it.
But I will say this, I like every video I watch, even if I don't like the video, because I'm a content creator and I know it took someone their time to make this video, right? But I won't subscribe to everything. That's the thing. So I feel like people naturally don't subscribe to everything they watch or every person they watch. That you do have to kind of like say, you have to be vocal. That's my #1 tip for anybody doing content creation. You have to ask people to subscribe. If you don't, people just, it's weird. People naturally don't subscribe.
This goes full loop to the privacy thing that we were talking about earlier, though, because I will like every single person's video that I watch, and as you've noticed, I've been trying to jump in every stream that's on at the minute, all the Stadia streams, and I'm liking them all, but it's really frustrating because I want to give people this support, and I am giving them the support. I'm not going to stop liking people,
Right?
but I don't like. I've told you, I don't like this whole privacy thing. I don't like my data being tracked. And now I've started liking all of these different gamers. What's my YouTube page filled with recommendations for?
Right.
All these different gamers on Twitch and all these different gamers doing Call of Duty or whatever else, just random things. If I've decided to be in a World War Z stream with someone, I've got World War Z up and down my YouTube. And it's like, oh, come on, YouTube. Just let me do my thing. Let me do my thing and stop trying to help, because you're not helping.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? I know who I want to follow.
So
I know who I want to follow.
So
I don't need their help.
here's
I
the funny
don't want it.
thing.
What's your name?
YouTube is helping the content creator, not you. Because YouTube makes money off of the content creator. So eventually what they're trying to do is push this content creator. So like there's times where it just happened the other day. Who was it? Somebody was streaming and I had no clue. And I turned on YouTube and I was like, oh, they're streaming. Okay, and I clicked on their stream. But I would have had no clue to manually go to their channel. I didn't realize they were streaming. You know?
All right, Cowboy, this is the fun part of this mission. I think we should let you do it so we can get it done for the stream.
Okay, what I gotta do?
The whole point, you're gonna control this missile launcher and destroy some of these cliffs.
Oh, how do I do that?
The tunnel.
Okay, so just stand in front of it and hold X, and then you'll be interacting with it. No, not in this terminal here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where I'm clicking. There you
The
go.
only thing I don't like about this part is that you can't. There's
Am I
no
aiming?
scope. There's no. Yeah.
Yeah, so use your left stick. Yeah, there's no scope, it's just free aim. Use your left stick,
Just use your best
and then
judgment.
hold RT to fire.
Oh, what the?
Woo!
There you go. You got one.
You got it. Nice one.
Now Whistle and I have to go find some more missiles to load it back up.
Oh, wow. So I'm not trying to shoot the zombies, I'm just trying to shoot the...
No. Well, you're trying to cover them up in the caves that they're coming out of.
Okay, well, you guys
If
gotta
you
give
can
me
see
some
them
more
pouring
missiles.
out of that tunnel. You see them pouring out of that tunnel.
Yeah.
You want to blow up that tunnel next.
I need missiles.
I got
Lurker
one.
on me.
I got one. I'm loading it up.
Lurker
that's
on
cool.
me. if
Behind you,
can come
behind
help me
you,
once
behind
you've
you.
loaded up.
All right, now try to aim for the next one.
But I feel like I'm not really aiming anywhere.
Was a miss. My aim was off.
Lurker on me, Mr. P.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Out of missiles.
Oh, I see the bot heading towards you too.
Oh, I gotta get out. I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit.
Right.
Exit. Oh,
Oh, fuck, saved me.
All right, there we go.
Got me up there.
All right, back in. Here, where's the... could I grab them myself?
Yeah, you can grab it too.
Yeah, when it needs to load, it should show you where they're at on the map. If you just turn and look around, there'll be some highlighted where you can run
hold
towards.
on to yours. I'm gonna load mine on there.
Oh yeah, I've got some as well, so I just go
damn,
back to the launcher.
Okay, let me go back to it.
1 second. There you go, fully armed. You should have like 4 missiles in
All
there.
right, here we go. Oh, so I get it. I hope I aim. Oh, okay. So when I aim,
I missed. No time for that.
how do I feel like I'm not really aiming properly.
It is hard.
Yeah, like I don't see a
It's-
cursor.
Yeah, there's no cursor. So it's best to have one person do it because they know you can always adjust how off you are to get closer.
Right, need more missiles. There can be some just at the end of this tunnel sometimes. Let's have a look. Nope, not here.
No.
Lurker on me though.
Oh, snap.
There's a lurker on me at the end of that tunnel, Cowboy. If you wanna. Oh wait, no, Mr. P's got me.
All right, cool. Cause they're running down on me.
Yeah, I can see a swarm coming to get you right there. Save Gaspard. I've got
Stream's not
him.
looking bad, guys. Let me find out. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, reload. Oh, hold on. I'm coming. Don't worry. All right, here we go. Oh, there you go. On your feet, soldier. All right, coming to the chat, guys. Oh, look, Mr. Urbaro's here.
He is.
Most famous guy.
Oh, Lurker got me.
Who's got the missiles and what?
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
All right, I'm out.
I was about to get another missile.
Purple, you asked, what was that? Which games, Wilson, do you want to play in 4K? Well, it's not just 4K, it's HDR as well. Just higher quality, because I don't have a very high quality TV. But my Assassin's Creed games, for example, I was holding off on those for ages, and I've kind of dropped that eventually. I'm now playing Odyssey through, because I just couldn't wait for it. But the Assassin's Creed games, the Control game that came out on Pro, Tomb Raider, really want to play that in HDR at least. Cyberpunk, loads of stuff that I've got. I just want to play it in its highest quality that Stadia's got available.
I don't know, man. I used to be so into seeing everything the highest quality, and I don't think, man, you know what it is? I'm so into gameplay and fun factor. Like, I don't know. I look at these games, and on my laptop, now mind you, my laptop is pretty good. My laptop is 1080p, but it's 1080p 144 hertz. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, my laptop is good enough. Like, what I see on my laptop, I'm like, man, looks pretty good.
See, it's just for the level of immersion more than anything else. Like, right, I know it sounds silly, but I've got a messed up back. I messed my back up about a year ago, so I can't get out the house loads, and I used to be really big into walking my dog and big into my health and wildlife and all that, and I can't do that as much as I used to. But Far Cry 5, I picked that up after a couple of months of doing my back in. And it's really, really silly, but it's got this fishing mode that you can do. It's not fishing mode, but you've got a fishing rod in the entire game, just because it's a free roam game. And at any given point, you can decide, I'm not going to play the game how it's designed. I'm going to go fishing. And there's actually challenges you can compete in catching the biggest fish in the county. And it's really, really silly and daft, but it's scenic as anything. Far Cry 5 is a gorgeous game. And I could sit there. I used to sit there for an hour or two sometimes on a day when I was just feeling a bit shitty about myself, and I wanted to get out of the house and I couldn't. And I'd put Far Cry 5 on, and I'd put the fishing on, and I'd sit there with this nice scenery in front of me, and I'd listen to the wind and listen to the flies and the birds and stuff. And it's not the same, but it was close. You know what I mean? It was close to going out and getting to do that again.
Gotcha.
So that's what I want it for. I want the immersion factor back, because like I said, I've still got a bit of a messed up back, so having more immersive games is a really important factor for me when it comes to those types of things. Something where I can escape my reality and feel like I'm there. And obviously the more HD it is, that type of thing goes up exponentially.
I don't know. I feel like it starts off like that, right? Like, so let me explain. I was so into Destiny that when it came out, I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro and a 4K TV just to play Destiny in its highest graphical fidelity, right? So literally, that's when I bought that TV, was just for Destiny.
Oh, I forgot to say, I'm down, by the way, guys. I'm down.
Okay, and at first, and mind you, and I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro, right? So it was like, oh man, you can see the extra flames. But then after a while, my eyes didn't even see that extra. Oh my god, I don't know if I can get y'all. My eyes didn't see that extra stuff anymore. I was just into the gameplay, and then I realized, like, you know what? The extra flames that was coming out because I bought a 70-inch TV and a PlayStation 4 Pro. All right. Oh my god, guys, we might be.
We're all dead.
Yeah, that's all.
We're all dead. Oh, no.
Now you got the wolf.
Nothing you can do there, Cowboy.
You gotta
Just ride it.
Wow.
Take it like a big boy.
Oh yeah. From
the big boy.
There goes the performance.
But no, I get what you mean. At a certain point, especially when you're playing with your friends and whatnot, you're not really you're not trying to be immersed in a story and trying to like feel like you're there or anything like that. You're just trying to run around and shoot everything, and you're trying to like get this challenge complete and get to the next mission point. So I know what you mean. At a certain point, you do lose out. You stop paying attention so much to the cinematics, and you get more into the gameplay. Yeah,
and I think that's why Sony games do a good job, because they always have these cut scenes that you're like, whoa. So they stop you from playing the game and actually watch this thing that looks amazing. But if you was playing while the cutscenes was going on, you wouldn't pay attention to cutscenes. And I think that's why you got people look at Sony as like their quality of games are so high. And then if you go on top of that, like you're saying, and play on a 4K TV, 60 frames, blah, 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 then you're like, whoa. But something like this, we're just running around shooting zombies and you don't even have a chance to think. I'm not.
Yeah, this doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
No.
You know.
No, I can definitely agree with that. But like I say, up until the past month, I wasn't part of this community. My gaming's been all solo for the past year or so. So I have just been trying to get that immersion factor into the things I've been playing. Whereas now I've got the option to come online and chat some bollocks with some mates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I gotta say, man, I want to give you credit, man. You're one of the treasures of this community, man. You're
Oh, shut up, man.
for real, man. I'll call you a community champion. You're in streams, you participate, like you know, we got a good connection with you. Like, it's just been really cool. Like, you've just been really, really like just came in the community and just everybody knows your name now. Like everyone. Like if I say like, hey, you know Wilson, I'm like, yeah, why'd you ask me that? You know, it's like,
Hey, well, I appreciate it, and I am happy to support all of you, but at the same time, it's not just for you, Cowboy. I'm getting a lot out of this. I've got some friends to play all my games with now, and I love it. I really do. I'm not going to... I come into all these streams not just because of like some need to show support, but I just want to see what people are up to.
well,
Are all my friends
so
now.
what's cool is on the other side of that is, yeah. So not only that you're chatting and people know your name, but they know your name because you've been playing games with them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you're a bona fide, you know, I don't know, you're part of the community. Oh, look at that. It's Dave. What's up, Dave? It's cool. I got
What's Mr. Urban World up to?
Yeah, what is he up to? He said, true, I'm in VR every day. Wow.
I'm telling you, man, he is an AI.
Day.
Dave Cortana.
Mr. P, do you have Avengers?
Yes, I do.
Really?
I haven't played it as much because I've been playing a lot of the Ubisoft because I have a subscription. So I've been playing like all the Assassin's Creed, the Division.
Yeah, Purple, please. We need an extra player. Jump in. It's three of us. We could definitely use. If we had another person, not the bot, we probably would have lived.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Bots are not that smart.
They never are.
Yeah. The only thing really good about the bots in this is they never do friendly fire. That's the one reliable thing about bots in this game is they won't friendly fire.
Okay. Can you invite Purple?
I can. Just find.
And then
so let's go ahead and cancel so that it doesn't start the game.
Chat. Guys, I'm glad that OBS actually had an issue because I got to see that this isn't that bad as last time I played. It's not perfect, but I feel like it's doable, and for me to use it more.
Like if OBS ever has an issue again, you're not going to be sat around twiddling your thumbs like, what do I do? You're just going to swap over to this. No.
Right. Well, no, I'm just probably going to just use this and not OBS.
Oh, well, there we go.
And then, you know what? I'm going to use this same camera. So it's like the screen is big, but I'm kind of big too on the screen, like bigger than in the corner. So.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so then I guess like, it kind of feels like it's me and the game. Like, so people could really get the idea like, okay, the gameplay isn't looking that good, but oh, he's just as big on the screen as the game, kind of sort of.
Yeah.
See my ugly face. That's what Jeff would say.
Well, none of us are Jeff Cowboy. None of us are going to be that awful or honest.
But, I'm waiting for Jeff. If Jeff ever watched this back, he'd be like, what? I'll say it again.
Right. Oh man, I want to get this advanced combat weapon fully leveled. I've nearly got it there. It's nearly level 4.
Oh wait, Purple, where are you? I don't hear you.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Howdy,
Nice.
Purple.
Hey, how's everyone?
Hi.
Good. It was cool. You guys had me on last night for a couple minutes. That was cool. Thank you.
No, thanks for coming on. I thought you had, you actually said some pretty good stuff, I thought, to the question that was posed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I just love gaming. I love gaming, man. I love it. I love it. I'm a wrestling fan. I love movies, but gaming is my top interest.
I just love all the way that you can get stories nowadays, man. I mean, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you'd have a storyteller in a village, or you might be lucky enough to have someone who can write and read books. But now we have books still, yeah, but there's movies, and then there's interactive movies, and then there's games like this now, and even VR, like what Mr. Urban World talks about now. It's so mad how you can do all these different things, and not just storytelling, but actually world building.
That is cool, man. You play these games and it make you feel like you did the stuff you did in the game, you know.
And well, like I say, that's my favorite part about it. It has been over the past year, getting back into game with a messed up back. It makes me feel like I've got something to do in a day when I can't do a lot. I can jump on this and I can pretend to be an assassin, or I can murder some zombies, or just something simple and escapist and not fulfilling but entertaining.
Yeah, and I need a virtual way to beat Purple up, because I wanna beat my bully up, you know.
Right.
Oh, okay.
She's came into this party with a compliment for you, Cowboy, and you've started saying you want to beat her up. I feel like you're the bully.
No, I'm just keeping it
Thank
real.
you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
problem. People have a hard time accepting reality, and I'm the guy that always remind people of what's real and what's not. And when I throw in a little plug, that's why you guys got to tune in this Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern for Keeping It Real with the Cowboy. So let's talk when I have on my guest, MM2K, as he spilled it all of the past drama and all the stuff that happened with Stadia 100. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, he's getting into it all, are ya?
Shameless plug. Look, I'm just sitting here looking at the.
Are you looking for fish?
I'm looking at the board with the advertisements.
See, this is one of my favorite maps in this game. It's so pretty.
Yeah. And what language is this?
Language, like where are we at?
No, so I'm looking at the sign and it's like not English. It's a different language.
Oh, it's French.
French.
Okay.
Because it's Marseille.
On the coast.
Yeah, my geographical knowledge is not as well versed as Purple Haze.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you know what? History and geography was never something that I was interested in. I had a high interest in.
I've always been into history and geography. That's why I love those Assassin's Creed games so much, man. Getting to see all these different areas in these different times.
My issue with history is growing up where I grew up, people would take history and use it for negativity. I always didn't like that. People would reference something from the past and use it, to throw it on others. And I just felt like, man, if we didn't learn about that, people couldn't use it in a negative way. I think that was my issue with history. And so I always just kind of tuned out.
Yeah, because we do struggle to learn from it, don't we?
Yeah, it's like people
to move on from it.
Yeah, people say learn your history so you can know where you came from and know where you're going. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, one of the speeches of one of the ex-presidents says, in order to prepare for the future, you must remember the past.
Right.
Who said that?
Roosevelt.
But I don't agree with that, though. And that's what I don't agree with. Because I feel like
because you don't want to make the same mistake twice.
I think
you learn from it.
Once you become, I guess, an adult and you've learned so much, shouldn't that be enough to know if you're making a mistake or not, right? Do I need to know that genocide was bad to not do it again. Like, I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
yeah, but genocide's not as much of a mistake as it is a terrible, horrific thing that can happen to humanity. Like, people can still make mistakes no matter what. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can get to 70 and still, like, I don't know, not know how to do something.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, I don't like now, right? Like, what in the past do I need to know in order not to do that again? You know, I feel like we've come so far, we know so much. I don't know if there's a lesson we really need to learn that we'll be like, oh man, it's a good thing I read that in the history book. Now I won't do that again. Like, no, I'm pretty sure.
I get that, but it's that whole thing about like fathers not wanting to reinvent the wheel, isn't it? Where they wanting to teach their kids not to make the same mistakes that they did. So like in a way, like that is valuable history, but and learning about Hitler and what he did with the Nazis is valuable history to learn not to do it ever again. But at the same time, we also have Putin here right now, and we don't know it won't happen. So it's like, yeah, a lot of us can learn from it, but it might not always make the difference that we want it to. I get that.
Yeah, I feel that you can learn it itself, meaning you didn't know that ever happened, and so you learned about it. But are you gonna be in the situation where you would potentially reduplicate that terrible event in history? Probably not. So then I feel like, what was the point of learning anyway? I don't know.
Well, you're reducing the chances. Because not everybody learns history. Not everybody has the opportunity to learn from it or been educated from it.
Purple, you got anything to say about this, or no? You're gonna be quiet.
I'm just killing some zombies.
Oh, I bet if I brought up cloud native games, you have a lot to say, huh? Oh man, Purple, you are. I'm so happy to have you in the community, though. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Look how long it took to get cloud native, you know, or any cloud gaming.
Well, I would like to say we still have yet to see a cloud native game.
Or I mean,
but Purple would like to say different, but I'm not even gonna go there.
I got a bull.
I got you.
Oh,
thanks.
You know.
Now, Purple, I know you said this week you can't do your show because you got some stuff planned. So I hope it's some exciting stuff for you.
No. Yeah, I'll be out for a little bit. But I have a really big show the following week that I'm really excited that I've been planning for.
Nice.
I might need your help to help spread the word on that one.
I will plaster it on billboards and everything. One time somebody said they used to call me the Don King of the Stadia community. It's like, man, you know, Cowboy hype up everything.
You're gonna have the trolls hair?
Who, Jeff? We call him Jeff the Troll. But yeah, let me know when you're ready or when it's going down.
Yep, will do.
I got you back.
Another bull.
Hey, why you keep
got him?
bringing those
I
bulls?
think got him.
Just thanks.
Right, about time to move into this elevator shortly. Oh, that's why they're still coming from up there. There's a screamer. Get rid of that.
Back above me. You gotta take one to the kneecap. Oh god. Elevator,
time
guys.
to move up, boys and girls.
Does this game have taunts or no?
No.
No.
Oh, what's up?
All right, come on, Wilson.
You know what's funny? I just watched the stream, and the way I was moving, it almost made it look like it was meant to be. It had like real flash looking scenery, like the game was supposed to do that. It's kind of funny. Like it's supposed to look kind of stylish.
All right, before you go, I got some explosive ammo. I'm gonna drop right here.
So it's handy. How's everyone's Easter going?
Well, I don't really consider it till tomorrow.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine's, we were supposed to get together today, but they had to push it off a little bit later. So we're gonna get together, and I think we're gonna shoot. I don't know what we're doing now, but we was originally gonna go shoot pool, maybe at a Billards. Remember we was talking about that?
Go for the fort. Station.
Wilson.
Say that again.
I said we might go to a Billards. Remember I was saying like we don't call, like we only say a Billards in the U.S. is just a place to go to, but we don't refer to shooting pool, or we just only refer to shooting pool as shooting pool.
No, I don't remember that, but I'm not going to lie, Cowboy. I have a terrible memory, so please don't be too offended.
I mean, I was talking to somebody else, man. Somebody
Yeah,
from
maybe.
the UK I was talking to, and he was like, I said, I'm going to shoot pool. And he was like, oh, you mean go to the Billards? I was like, well, we don't only call, like, we only call it the Billards when we're going to a Billard, which is like a place you go to that only have all pool tables.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really call it the Billards, but the south of England speaks so differently to the north of England. So it's probably a southern thing. All the other people in this Stadia community, it really annoys me. All of us English people in this Stadia community, they're all southerners. There's not another northerner in the whole community. But yeah, no, we don't say going to the Billards either. We don't have any Billards halls around here or anything like that. We're going to say we're going to shoot some pool. You just say, do you want to go shoot some pool?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we say.
You bring your own stick, or are you just gonna use the?
Nah, I don't play that good to bring a stick.
I used to have my own pull stick.
Oh, nice.
It was a 2-piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny though, P, is I have a pool table in my house, but I don't even play. I can't remember the last time I played pool at my house, but I have a pool table.
It's a pool table / dining table. We just put some plywood on top.
Yeah, right. That's what I might as well do. Oh, I got sniped. I don't want that.
Oh, they're coming.
Let's get some missiles on the go then, if anyone can
Oh,
find
I forgot. We got to do that thing again.
Some.
There we go.
Hold on. Who wants to shoot the rockets this time?
Purple, have you had a go?
You want
I
to do it?
haven't, but how do I load them?
Oh, we'll load it.
Come to the missile launcher.
Behind the launcher, that's where you load them up.
Yeah.
And then use the control board to control it.
I don't know how to do it.
Here, let me come and help you out.
If you come stand behind this launcher, right where I'm stood here.
Where are you?
Look for my name tag.
Oh, y'all are over there.
Yeah, towards the front.
Okay.
I think there's 2 in there now.
Okay.
And it should give you an option when you stand near the back of it somewhere.
Oh, see this
right.
yellow ledge? You climb over it.
Okay.
And then right here is where you control it.
Okay.
And then there's these red marks up in the hill. 2 of them are, or 3 of them are caves where the zombies are coming out of. You want to blow those up so they can create a cave in so they don't come out.
All right. I don't think that was right.
Then you got another shot.
It seemed about the right vertical. You just need to go a bit further left.
Yep. While you're doing that, we're going to search for more missiles to load up.
Yep. Where you at, Cowboy? You've been awfully quiet.
Oh, sorry. I gotta trying to see when my friend is trying to meet up.
Ah, no worries.
Oh, you know it's weird. Now my character stopped moving. What is going on? We still move my Stadia. Like my character in the game is like frozen. What did I do? Wait, this is weird. Is my game free? It's like I think my game is frozen.
Oh god! I got a zombie on me.
Has your keyboard disconnected or something?
Well, that's what I was thinking, but no, I could hit the Stadia button, and then, but I could see my character moving like real slow, like she kind of like. I can't explain it. Yeah, I think.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the game. I think the game's frozen because I can't even press pause. Okay, hold up. How can I? Oh no, I don't want to exit the game either, right? Anybody got any suggestions? Okay, but exit.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah, I
sure.
think I'm getting killed. I'm a zombie. That was
Wait,
weird.
he's down.
How did that happen?
He's down.
Oh,
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to exit and come back. I think
okay, no worries.
that's
Alright.
weird.
Just let us know if you need another invite.
Yeah, I will. Just send me one right now.
All right, okay.
Have them write information on the paper type report use 6 by
Oh yeah, my yellow shirt. Yeah, you know what's funny? This shirt I only wear when I'm just kind of like walking around the house. So I jumped in the shower earlier before I went to do my violin lessons, and I just threw this on. So, but I'll be changing when I go out tonight. But I like yellow. I like that it matched with my background. I'm colorblind, so the yellow is a really good color for me. So that's why my background.
Ah, the bull!
Where are you at? I see you.
I need that invite.
We're down.
My guy Paul is in the building, guys. Just know that he's in the building.
Ooh. Howdy, Paul.
So we have to do like.
Purple, what's your favorite game currently at the moment?
And if I only do.
It's kind of hard. Like, just like what I'm liking to play,
Yeah.
or just
Well, what's your most played game currently then? How about that?
probably. Well, I really like Little Nightmares right now. Just
Okay.
like doing different things, but could be Orcs Must Die as well. Like I like the different elements to that.
I'm not good at that game.
No,
I still
But
haven't
yeah.
picked it up. What's it like?
it's just a tower defense game with kind of a third-person shooter element to it.
All right.
So it's
Cool.
kind of cool, but
And it
really
has Stream
depends on the
Connect.
mood. Does have Stream Connect.
Wilson, could you send me an invite?
Yeah, right. Oh, you're still in. 1 second. Kick.
Oh, well, maybe I
Okay.
just jump back in the game and it'll bring me back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might do,
Okay, let me try that.
because you're still in the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. I was just sitting at the title screen.
That guy. I'm gonna write my name as fast. Mom, I'm gonna write my name.
You know all the little issues that we have with technology, like the StreamYards and Melon and OBS. Just imagine in like, I don't know, I'll say 2 years, how better everything's gonna be, you know? Just a little bit better, you know? But Wilson and I was having a deep conversation, Purple. Wilson, let's talk about what you and I was talking about behind the scenes. About you had your
Nice.
concerns about Stadia, and I was saying, well, I could see those concerns, but I also feel the benefit is that immersive streams. But then I feel like, but that could have a long-lasting effect of your concerns. So I'll explain it to everybody. So Wilson, I'm looking at the character, like it didn't pull me in the game.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check again. All right, now it says you're not in. Here you go. I can send you one now.
Okay. So Purple, Wilson said earlier he was a little worried about if Stadia, you know, how long will Stadia last, because, you know, Google kind of tends to, you know, kill some things, right? I said, I think immersive stream is a good indication that Stadia won't really go anywhere, because if it's successful, immersive stream, not Stadia, then Stadia is kind of like the testing ground for people to actually see. And then Wilson had a really good part. How did you word it, Wilson? You said it's the
I remember what you were saying, but I can't remember what I was.
You
what
were
my exact
saying that
wording was.
Stadia would be the demo.
Yeah, it would be like the showroom.
The showroom.
Kind of.
There you go.
It would be used as a showroom for what this technology is capable of, but they might end up kind of leaving it at where it's at, because it's Google and they've got a habit for dropping things. But as you were saying, if they were going to drop it, they wouldn't drop it. They would have to keep it up in some way or shape or form, because it can show people what it's capable of. So that's when I said, yeah, like a showroom then. So it's not really for actual use as it is for a few people can use it, and it can show developers and whatnot what that technology can do if they want to buy that technology or buy use of it.
And I think the only scary thing with the showroom thought of it is that, oh wow, is that if we look at it as a showroom, then they don't really need to get all the AAA games and everything, because if it's just really for show, it's just really to show you that yes, this does work, and yes, we have player base playing games on it, but it, you know, and our player base are devoted, and so they're still here regardless if we have these AAA bangers. So in one sense, we're saying yes, we believe Stadia won't go anywhere, but in the other sense, we're saying that it's potential that maybe we won't be seeing, you know, these, you know, latest and greatest games even in the future. What you P and Purple, you guys got anything you want to say about those thought processes we have?
Yeah, I think Stadia in general is like when I think about Stadia as a technology, I don't think of it so much. Kramer, I'll die.
Come on.
Don't worry, it gives me time to gather my thoughts. I don't think of it necessarily as just a console platform, a console game platform. I think of it as more of a computer, a supercomputer in the cloud. And so when thinking of it from that angle, like Stadia itself, like the stats that make Stadia possible. Okay, there's still a lurker by me in case one of y'all come.
Oh well.
But it's just that I think we're all down.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
It's
come
on you,
get you.
Cowboy.
All right, hold on, I'm coming.
Mr. P's right behind you. Mr. And Purple's about to turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
Purple's a zombie.
You just
I'll
say,
be back in a few
hold on,
minutes.
you could turn the zombies on this game?
Yeah, you'll see me.
Yeah,
I'll
she's about to
respond.
come eat you and beat you up.
I'll respond in about 45 seconds. But yeah, so I think like the Stadia itself, the stacks won't go away. I think when we talk about like AAA games and so forth, how can I explain it? It's like an added benefit to the developer. Like I think there's a fundamental shift in gaming, and that is like, do developers want to directly interact with their customers or not, which is what they were asking for about 4 or 5 years ago. Stadia provides that technology. However, it's to be seen if the player base is willing to gravitate towards that. And so what I think Stadia, Google's trying to do more or less is really trying to find the synergies with the rest of Google's ad business to see if they can find value for developers beyond just players. And if you think about it, like the marketing of a game is extremely high right now, and we see that game quality is dropping. It's like the exception, really, when we see a game released without problems, and that's not how it used to be. And so I think what Google's trying to do is say, like, look, you can talk directly to your customers so you can understand exactly what they want. And I don't know, well, to be seen, like I said, what the value is, but I think everybody is struggling with cloud, like getting cloud gaming to pick up. But I don't think it's going to go away just because that's not how the tech in the cloud works. Like the stacks of Stadia, they're not just going to abound in that. I don't know if that makes sense. But.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what about the thought of what happened to On Live and all that, right? Like eventually they wasn't doing good, so then Sony purchased them.
But that's a different business model altogether, right? Like I think Stadia would give you, like they theoretically are giving you games for free. Like they're letting you use whatever controller, whatever you want. What they want is more people to literally play games than are playing right now. And that's a very different way of looking at it than consoles. Like consoles there's only so many consoles that are being made, so many that are being bought. So it's kind of like the player pool hasn't expanded. So if player pool hasn't expanded, and the cost to make games are getting more expensive, something has to give for a developer to actually have a business, right? So you can go the Sony PlayStation route, which
whoever's
is
on that console, watch yourself.
Yeah, I see it.
It took me down. There's a lurker in there.
Is it? I see him. I'm about to go down too.
Jump over the wall and just grab some money.
I'm out of ammo. That's not. Oh, I'm down.
I have a missile too to put in.
Can someone come pick me up? I'm not down. I just need the zombies shooting.
Okay, I'm coming.
Got it.
Are we not like aiming properly?
There we go, thank you.
The last one is the bridge down the bottom left.
But yeah, I think like it's a full. I just don't think on the discussion about OnLive even it's apples to oranges comparison in my opinion. Stadia wants more people to play because the more people to play, the more people that technically are using the cloud, the more people that are technically using the cloud, the more money Google Cloud makes. It's not about selling games, which is what the traditional console model is. And you mentioned this earlier when you and Wilton were talking about YouTube and the privacy and who is YouTube really trying to benefit. And in my opinion, Google is an extremely pro-business company. And that is kind of their thing is more or less to, what's going on over here? Did y'all both die at the same time?
Oh my god.
Oh, you
2 died, yeah.
Oh, I can't respond for 50 seconds? Whoa, that's a lot.
If we're lucky, we'll have finished it by then.
Yep. Got that bridge.
Behind you, Purple.
Yeah. Who's that?
Go. We'll take it from here. We'll hold them back as long as we can. Wait for your signal.
That's definitely some good thoughts, Purple.
Yeah. No, I was just saying it's a pro-business thing. So what they're trying to do is like the more the business does, the more things the business, does, the more money Google makes. Like the traditional console model is they spend all this money into research and development to develop a console. They develop it at a loss, and then they have to make it up on either the accessories, the subscriptions, and the games. Google's not. They're just not doing that. They're trying to give the publishers and the developers, depending on who we're talking about, the ability to reach directly out to their customers and like totally eliminate the need for a console. Like that's ultimately what Google would like to do. It's but what we see is the players are so entrenched in like after they spend $600 to $700 on a console, or if you have a PC, a rig, thousands of dollars depending on your PC, players are not just going to abandon that. So now that's why Google's really looking at how do they get more players potentially to come to these publishers, because we know that out of the video game industry, console players like games like this is the biggest profit margin for a player. And we do know that there's mobile players, but when you compare it to the revenue coming from a console or PC player, it's minuscule. So ideally you want more people playing these type of games because they spend more.
Interesting.
Yeah, I say all that to say is I don't think Stadia is going away. I just think that it's just a very different business model than traditionally it's been used.
And
Do you
so
think
that
it could sidestep from traditional gaming then, in the way that it could step into maybe, I don't know, education as a field instead?
What do you mean in education? Like how Ubisoft is using education?
Yeah, so how Ubisoft is using it as an example, how they've got like stuff built into their Assassin's Creed games. Do you think they could sidestep, instead of trying to focus on the same gaming sphere that the big platforms are focusing on, they could focus on, instead of focusing on those AAA titles, they could focus on more of like an educational front and make ties with universities and colleges and even corporations who want to get apprenticeships going?
Yeah, so I think, of course they can, but I think the biggest difference between like Stadia as a platform versus like the traditional platforms like is try to think of a platform that does not create content. That's Google. Google does not create content. So the studio, they're called Raccoon Studios. They were the ones that they did before they were Raccoon. They were purchased by Google. They did Journey to the Savage Planet. I forget the studio name. And then they
something can
something
fly or
something.
Yeah.
But they did Journey to the Savage Planet, and they asked
Love that game.
one of the founders, like, why cannot, like, what was the issue at Google? And ultimately, the issue is Google's just not a content company. Google's a platform company, and the traditional gaming model of the last the last 2.5 decades at least, has been the platforms have acted as publishers.
so okay.
Yeah, to create content.
See,
So-
yeah, that's what I'm kind of driving at. So instead of aiming it at the publishers who are publishers of games, aiming it at people like universities and whatnot who could then publish their own type of content through Stadia's platform.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that.
That's
Go ahead.
sorry. I think that's a possibility, but there's nowhere at all that's even a hint of something that Google made it seem that they're interested in. You know?
Well, I think the technology's there. I mean, you gotta have two sides to it, right? The technology is where it has to be, but you have to have a content creator or someone willing to say, like, let me utilize this. And I think, right, this is the same thing as the internet. Google provides advertisers. What if you have a web page, all sorts of ways to try to get people to stay there from advertising, but it's up to the creativity of the web. Just like YouTube, like, they provide the platform, but it's up to you to see, like, can you get people to stay and engage? And if there's a need for a certain feature and you're a big enough content creator or whatnot, they will create that, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what Stadia is trying to do, is say, like, all right, at least in games or at least in education, because we saw that it was going to happen with Peloton, correct? Like, they were going to use Stadia technology to Peloton to create something. Everybody's like, oh, that was going to be a game. Maybe that was going to be a game, but actually the technology of Stadia is, it's not necessarily, it can play games, but it can do a lot more.
Right.
So I think there is, like, this other side of the creativity, which is what I actually think is gaming industry's biggest issue right now, is creativity.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Stadia should just put out a new statement? Because a lot of and I call them the original and official Stadia haters, what they love to do is say Stadia failed at competing with the consoles, or Stadia is trying to compete with the consoles, they're doing a bad job at it. And I'm thinking, like, man, they did come out and say that. We can never say Stadia didn't make that statement. Yes, but that was so long ago. I think we could all visually see that that's probably not the same model that Stadia is going for. But I feel like because Stadia doesn't say it, it's like same thing I say with PlayStation. PlayStation now business model, they never made a statement until recently that they were going to be their cloud version of PlayStation, right? It was just always a way for you to play your older games that can't be played on a PlayStation 4 because it's not backwards compatible. So where Stadia said, hey, we're going to rival the consoles, you're going to be able to play AAA games on our service, and you're going to not have to download and all this stuff, that, bold statements, in which they do that. They just, kind of don't get, they don't get all the AAA games, right? So we can't say they're not doing what they said, because they are, but they're not. I don't want to say if they're not pursuing them, because I'm not in the board meeting, so I don't know. And they did make a statement saying, or they did put out a job description saying they were trying to.
Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, my kid wanted to use my $1,000 computer for some homework they forgot to do. So I gotta switch over to the TV.
Oh, what do you need $1,000 computer for? You're on cloud gaming.
I know. But
Yeah, right.
What's the nice thing about it is that I'm playing on the Chrome browser, and then you can add an extension called Stadia Enhanced, where you can adjust the video codec. So, like, if you're playing 4K and all that, so you try to up the frame rates as well.
See, I think Mr. P's actually hitting at why I don't think Stadia it's just a totally different technology, and why a company like Microsoft is saying it's bad for gaming. and that is that he just mentioned a $1,000 computer, and is it a rig or is it PC? Did you put it together yourself?
Yeah, I put it together. It's a PC.
Right.
See,
So-
I built it back when the whole COVID started and all the kids were doing home at school and doing Zooms meetings. And I used that money and said, like, you know what? We're going to make a project. We're going to build a computer. We're going to go to the store. We're going to get all the pieces. I'm going to have you build it. I'm just going to make sure that you guys do it right. And, you know, we did, you know, all these LED CPU fans and, you know, all these water cooling system. And they were stoked. You know, it was an at-home project. And they could use it for school.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that is extremely cool. And so what I think, well, for one, kudos to you for building up your rig and
Exactly right.
using the school project for the kids as an excuse to have a gaming PC. So kudos to you on that. But what I also want to say is that, like, there's going to be a time where he's going to have to update his hardware, right?
Sure.
And now, depending on if he hasn't already done it, and depending on that graphics card, depending on a couple other things that could now run him another $1,000, $2,000. Some people are going to be able to keep up with that spend. A lot of people, though, you're going to start seeing more and more as graphics cards get more expensive, as chips just become more expensive inherently. They're not going to want to spend all that. And I think what cloud PC, cloud gaming does is say, okay, you can still get quite a bit for a fraction of the cost. And I think that is kind of a long-term goal of the technology behind Google Stadia, is to basically replace hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Not totally. Obviously, there's going to be still people who need hardware or you're going to buy it. But I think, you know, if we went back 15, let's go 15, 18 years ago, to build your own PC was like kind of cool, and you could build it for a fraction of cost for a PC that would run really well. Now you're starting to see these custom rigs are costing quite a bit, and it's just no longer like necessarily cost effective in some cases.
Right.
Mm.
So if we continue that trend on for another 10 years, you can see this starts to really cut out a lot of people from basic needs, especially to your point, David Wilson, and that is, as we start to see more people utilizing computers, immersive interactions to teach, to do whatever, you're now really eliminating a large portion of society to basically the only ones who can afford the hardware.
Yeah.
And so it used to be internet access, but we got to open this.
Which is a point where we're already kind of getting to.
Exactly. And so that's why I think the argument about PCs leaving or Stadia leaving, it's just I don't think it would I just don't think it would happen, because Google's mission is to basically is accessibility of information.
So I don't think Google will leave it because it's too much money on the table. That's me personally. I don't know about the accessibility and all that. It just comes back to me to numbers. Like, cloud gaming is gonna be a thing, just like VR is gonna be. I might not like VR right now, but there's people who have foresight that know where this is going. And if you're already tapping into that market, why would you let it go? Now, do you have to make every AAA spend so much money to make every AAA game come to your platform? No, you don't have to do that. But you have to be smart enough, not smart enough, but you have to have the foresight to say, hey, we're still going to have games on the platform that people are going to want to play. So we're never going to have no subscribers or no people on our platform. So it is always stay. And then as a future, because my point is this, cloud gaming just isn't that popular. So they don't really need to have the latest and greatest, because not that many people is playing it anyway. It's not a massive market for cloud gaming at the moment. So you could do just enough. Like, look at us now. This game came out how long ago? Some of us never played it before. This is our first time, and we're just enjoying it. So I think they know enough that, hey, there's enough people who don't clamor for the latest and greatest game day one, that we have a sustainable business. And as cloud gaming gets big enough, we're going to be able to make a lot of money on cloud gaming, just like everybody else who wants to get into cloud gaming. And that's why I look at it.
No, that's definitely. I think the issue that Stadia is running up against, just like all of them, Microsoft talks a big game, but that's part of their culture. All the cloud games, there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of speculation out there right now, and a lot of that is for how much cloud gaming is going to be. What a lot of people don't realize is a lot of that is mobile gaming. When we talk about spend for cloud gaming, a lot of that is just where these companies are holding. What's that?
No, I just seen Crow. I just want to acknowledge him real quick.
Oh,
sorry.
So yeah. So but the big thing is, for a company, let's use Amazon for example. Amazon, if they spend $100 million, whoever, the CFO for their hardware or their consumer products, they spend $100 million in cloud gaming. It's questionable what the return on investment for that is. So questionable how much they're gonna get, just because there just isn't enough information to say you spend $100 million right now, you'll get $200 million tomorrow, right? But if they spend $100 million in their cloud business, AWS, or they spend $100 million on the Amazon store or whatever they call Amazon, or they spend $100 million in Prime Studios, they kind of know where that is. And so those GMs, head of whatever speculative product, in this case, let's say it's what is it for Luna, they have to argue, like they basically have to say, no, if you give us 100 million, we're going to deliver 200 million, because other businesses are saying that like that's how the business conversation goes. And I think the issue is those other businesses can basically automatically guarantee what the return on investment is, and that's where cloud gaming cannot. And when you're dealing with finance people, bankers, they just are not, they're only going to give you so much leeway. And I think that's what happened with Stadia initially, is that Stadia went big, they couldn't get it. And
yeah, I mean, what Stadia, so the cool thing is what Stadia promised they can do, and they did do, they just kind of backed off. And I don't even know how to, I mean, listen, the tech is there, and the tech is what was promised, is essentially what they are doing. But I think what people fail to realize, what I always go back to, is the word deals. I don't care what you're doing and what company you are, but you have to secure deals in order to bring games to your platform. And so for cloud gaming being as small as it is, I feel like sometimes it's not worth spending the extra money to get this certain deal to bring a certain game, because like you were saying, Purple, how much money do you get back, right? So, and again, I feel like Stadia's Achilles heel is their player base. It's smaller, so their pool to be able to make money is smaller. So why would you spend a lot of money?
You've left Cowboy.
How did y'all turn on the flashlight?
Yeah,
there's only one person who has it. We're meant to be communicating through this, but we're also in a deep conversation, so I didn't think I'd say anything.
Oh,
because I'm like, because this is actually, that's really important. Right?
Yeah,
like,
Mr. P has the flashlight. We all need to stick with him.
Okay.
Because we need to find explosives down here, and he's the
Yeah,
one
we gotta
who
go
lights us.
downstairs.
Okay.
And
all right, we can continue. I now understand. I was like, why can't I see?
Like, I can't see. And after this, I'm gonna get off because I am going to watch some shows and stuff with my wife before I go out.
Oh gosh, Mr. P, where'd you go?
Yeah, I don't want to shoot my partner, but.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. Just when that light come on, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
All you do is just melee wherever you're at.
And just, doesn't matter what you can see, just click melee.
Well, isn't
Where
Friendly
There's one
Fire
around
on?
here somewhere.
I think
There
one
he
of the. There's one down here.
Where, a lurker or a bomb?
No. The explosive charge.
Oh, okay.
Now we got to find the second one.
But yeah, so I think, but to your point, I think like, say you realize like the deals are actually in if you can get people to use Google Cloud. So instead of like as they are looking for cloud providers, let's say Ubisoft, if you can get them to sign that contract, because those contracts are millions of dollars, and then over time, you then get them to potentially port their games. And so that's why I think you saw not John Justice, but the other one from Stadia. It was a big hoopla like about 6 months ago. Oh my gosh, he's going to Google Cloud. I think the reason why is because that's where he can provide most value at the moment, not on Stadia, but in actual cloud department. I can't think of his name right now, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. Jack Buser.
Jack Buser, exactly, right? Jack Buser is still involved with Stadia. I mean, he's still involved with games, but he's like basically selling Google Cloud to game companies. Okay, I'm lost. There we go. Can't see this. Do it. This level's hard. This light is killing me.
It's cool
Oh, the
because I
zombies on
didn't
us.
think this game has different stuff like
Got 'em.
that in this.
Yeah, not in many of the levels from what I've noticed, but in the odd one, yeah, you could do with a bit of communication here and there because there's some weird things
Yep.
you got to do like this.
Or even a missile thing. That was interesting. You know, you had to
Yeah,
grab missiles and load them, and somebody had to shoot it. Cool. But I will say, it's cool to play this a lot, right? Like I put, we've been playing it for some hours today. And I will say, like I was like, oh man, this is so cool. When I first played it, I liked it, but it just reminds me like, oh man, Marvel Avengers, why I like it so much more. That combat when you just fighting enemies and punch them in the face. I feel like I'm playing a fighting game, but I'm fighting a bunch of enemies, and I feel like I can't. I could reduplicate that feeling playing like a Devil May Cry or God of War, but those games aren't multiplayer.
All right, we're out of the darkness.
Okay, jeez.
that's better.
Oh god. Where are they coming from?
Nowhere.
Yo, Low is in the building.
Time.
Guys, give it up for Low Fi Monk. Or as
Get these
Purple
bombs
called him the
placed.
other day to be funny, Low.
Cowboy, you put the other charge.
I do. Hold up. Where?
Okay,
There we go.
Got it.
Am I supposed to put it somewhere?
it's on the wall.
Oh,
There you go.
Right.
hold up. Where?
Okay, now
Where?
detonate.
Head back.
How do I detonate the explosive?
Run away and find the detonator.
Yeah, because I think I grabbed one before. Yeah, it's
Oh,
telling me to
geez.
detonate explosives.
That's big.
Oh, it's telling everybody, anybody, right? How was the story of this game?
There's a
Oh,
story.
I don't think
Yeah,
there's a
right?
set one. I think they're all stories. They're all like individual mini stories.
Oh, I got a shotgun as my small gun. Wait, is that okay?
It's right there, but I can't get it.
Oh, what have we got on here? Callie Fetch in the chat. Hello, Callie.
Yeah, man.
Lo-Fi, Proto, Crow. Hello, everyone.
Proto P. Here's what's cool. Proto did a face reveal, and you guys might not know, he's one of the people that's in my intro video.
Oh,
Yeah, he actually has like the Proto. I'm gonna have to say this because this was live. He is the guy that's in my intro video that has the pineapple on top of his head. There you go, guys.
Who was the person on your birthday? I think it was your birthday stream or the day after who was like, I have a secret, but I'm only going to tell you when you acknowledge me. Who was that?
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Yeah, Jason or Jay, and we were saying.
Oh,
I
Jay's
guess-
son.
Yeah, Jay's son, because he said, "I'm not Jay, I'm his son." So we was like, "Okay, we'll call you Jay's son."
Yeah.
That was the secret? Because I was like,
No,
I wasted
so-
like an hour waiting for him to say something.
And then he said that
that
wasn't
was
his
the
secret,
secret.
I
but he
want my
never
hour
said
back.
what his secret was. So I don't know if he was just messing with us.
Yeah, but so if that was it, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm about to go to sleep. Let me watch this. And
Well-
then he came up with that, and I was like, what? Just say it.
Like, come on, spill it out.
Oh,
That's what's
I'm
cool
shit-
about content creation stuff. It's those memories, right? Like that happened live, and you have a memory of like, who was that guy? You know,
Yeah, I was just like,
you know.
what is going?
what was it, funny time? Oh. I will say though, and I'll repeat it over and over. Most interesting person I've met through this whole journey, or I don't know, being in the community or whatever, it has to goes out to Mr. Urban World.
Of course. Underworld is
Yeah, Underworld.
super.
Underworld. Love that.
Bro, did you see the video I made for him?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I made a short. It was, I don't know, it's like maybe 14 seconds, or 44 seconds. But you gotta see it. I was at the mall and I thought of him. So I was like, you know
Oh
what?
no, the cookie, I saw that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Urban
comment on
World
it.
cookie cakes.
What is it? He used to make them, or he used to?
No, he used to
always
buy
gets
them, yeah, every birthday. And he was
It's every holiday.
yeah, oh
every
yeah, sorry.
holiday.
Every holiday, yeah.
Loves them cookie cakes.
Yeah, he loves it. Oh, yeah.
So, cookie.
Purple and Mr. P, we get it. You want to kill some zombies, but we have a job to do.
Yeah, we do
We're-
got a job.
we're-
to do, guys.
Oh, y'all are over there.
All right.
We need to get onto the inner walls.
I gotta watch an episode of this week's episode of Temptation Island tonight, guys.
What's that?
It's where 4 couples go to an island. They go to Hawaii, and they're at the crossroads of their relationship. They're not sure if they should continue or not.
Oh no, not one of those shows.
Yes, sir.
I hate it. Like Love Island type stuff. I hate that.
Yeah, I
I
love
hate
it.
it all. I hate how psychologically and sociologically damaging it is. I hate it all. I think it's vile. I don't mind people who do like it, but my gosh, that is just terrible TV, isn't it?
They
is
call it trash
terrible
TV. Yeah, that's like the nickname, trash
It's
TV.
so trash, though. It's so trash. Why would you make that trash?
It's so
Why?
trash that it's great. It's a great
Oh
entertainment.
no,
man.
it's not.
I love
No,
it.
it's not. Ah, Cowboy.
Yeah, man. Love it. Ooh, I got a rocket launcher. I'm gonna see if I can shoot them from this distance. Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not into all of that stuff.
Yeah, so we're. Oh, I tried. What's that? Was that a human? So my wife and I, we're gonna watch this week's episode of that. Cause I'm not going out till later now, so I got some time to watch it with her. What the hell? Oh, is that one of y'all? Is a zombie?
I'm not a zombie.
Well, this zombie had like a thing over his head. Like I guess I was supposed to kill it. Or something. Back up.
Someone switch him off. What's... Ah, there. Screamer.
Oh god. Oh, not today. Oh, I guess today.
He's down.
Help me! Help me!
I'm not in his back. There we
Wow,
go.
that guy is taking them hits.
Oh, we're not.
New switch to ignite. Oh yeah, we're about finished now. Have we ignited it? Oh, there we go.
So I guess it's safe to say that you wouldn't be going on that show, Wilson.
Well, I'd like to think that my relationship's stable enough that I wouldn't need to go on that show. But yeah, no, I hate that stuff, man. Hate that stuff. It's not my bag. It's not.
Gotcha.
I'm into reality, not reality TV.
Well, what do you-
I don't mind. When I want to escape reality, I don't mind some games and some sitcoms, but I don't want like reality TV and actual lives being cringely put on the line and none of that. I'm not interested.
What about
like
Survivor?
Jeremy Kyle used to be the big thing over here, and I was never into it.
What
I was
was it?
so happy when it got cancelled. Jeremy Kyle. It was not like the UK's #1 show probably, but it was just chavs and smackheads all putting their lives on display and going, oh well, that's my baby, but that's my uncle, and that's how I'm related to him, and I'm on drugs, but I want them to be with me. I want custody, and it's just all that horrible stuff.
That's like a Maury Povich.
Yeah, right.
Got someone similar here too.
But that's real life.
It is, but honestly, it's real life that it's not that people should keep to themselves. If they want help, they should get help. It shouldn't be televised.
Why not?
Well, that's how they're getting their free
It's
trip.
gross.
Listen, my wedding is on YouTube. My honeymoon's on YouTube.
Right, that's not gross though. That's
We
not
won.
gross.
You did it.
You're a
Woo!
Truman.
That's like documentation. That's what I mean. That's reality, not reality TV.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
PSX.
Absolutely.
In the machine room,
Fletch.
hypothetically, just
Oh, look, Fletch is in the building. Fletcher, hope
Yeah,
you feeling
Fletch.
better, buddy.
He is. He got over COVID.
Nice.
Callie's wanting to know when we're assembling. When the game starts working properly again, Callie.
Now, here's
Because
what's...
it's just not.
Yeah, that... Man, here's the funny thing. Purple, you said he's just got over it, and then the achievement I just got was strong immunity.
There we go. That's a bit of
Oh
irony.
man. So hold on, let me look at these numbers.
Destroying it.
So Slayer, this is what most zombies killed, and then demolition expert. See, this is a lot of stuff on the screen, man. I don't know
Yeah,
if I want
loads of
Avengers
stuff that
to
you
be
can
like
count.
this. I want it to be a little more simplified.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I wouldn't want Avengers to be like that. Good stuff, guys. Well,
We killed tons of zombies.
we killed tons of zombies and upgrading guns. And you guys have been awesome to join me. Oh wait, Lo-Fi said my brisket officially has only 3 hours left. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How's
I'm
World
gonna
War Z?
smoke a
World War
brisket
Z is a
tomorrow.
lot of fun. I think we all agree. Like it's really, really good. It's a lot of fun.
I'll spend the better part of my past week on this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to be added to this game? Like Wilson, I know you said maybe have something where you're in a helicopter and shooting enemies or whatever, but do you guys have something like you feel like, okay, this game is good, but maybe it's missing this? What would you guys say?
If there is, there's always room for expansions.
Okay. So meaning more stages, more...
Because they're gonna have to add more content once everybody's prestige and leveled up. Then you know,
Well,
then people will start losing interest because there's nothing to achieve beyond that.
yeah.
All right, so just general content, more stages, more maps,
Right.
more classes, like they've just done.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, fortunately for Stadia, it just came to Stadia, as opposed to it was out for like 3 years, other places. So on Stadia, everybody's starting fresh, and so we got a while. Like somebody like me, I'll probably never. Well, I won't say never, but it'll take me a very long time to prestige. But somebody like Suave, you know, it's different. But
Yeah,
so I could kind of.
Suave is mad levels on this game now,
Oh
man.
man, yeah.
He plays a lot.
I want to catch up to him. I really want to catch up to him, but it's just impossible.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
always.
Wilson and I tried to last night, and yeah,
Fletch just said he's level 125.
he's
PSS.
like-
Suave.
No, Suave
like-
is over 300. Suave's just past 300, I think.
That's crazy.
He's the Thanos of the group.
Yeah, he really is. I'm 178, and
Oh,
that's
that's
trying to
why
catch up to him.
we were winning because we have one skull difficulty. I know Suave, we do like three. I was like, wow, we're doing really good.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
it's
trying to do
okay.
that.
Yeah, no, we're just chilling out a little bit.
Lo-Fi said I'm level 3. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off and watch my Temptation Island, and I'm gonna try not to let Wilson bully me, so I don't watch the show anymore. But you know, it's not good for us all. It's all good. We well, listen. If people start to do what they see, it's all about life, right? Like, do you imitate what you see in life? So, and I feel like it goes back to the history thing. If you're an adult, you should know what's right for wrong. So when everything you do in life has consequences and repercussions. So it's up to you if you want to go down the rabbit hole and see if you get consequences and repercussions. And so that's all I can say. But everybody's entitled to their individuality to do whatever they want. So that's what we have to be fair about, though. Yeah, like, even though Purple looks foolish when she talk about cloud native games, but she's entitled to it. And I always try to, prove her wrong, but she still goes in this endless cycle. And listen, I'm just using the term cloud native. If you should just say, oh, well, I don't mean cloud native, I mean cloud games, then I'd be like, okay, cool, we're talking about two different things. But you tend to act like you're talking about what I'm talking about. And, just saying. Nah. One day, Purple. We can go for round 2 as I get on Shades of Purple, the Cowboy, and Mama Hayes. Oh. Might have who? Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. I thought you said T.I. at first. I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I have 3 children who is their mom, Lena and them. Their mom is Puerto Rican. So, TT. Well, guys, I'm going to get off of here. And I just want to say thank you, Wilson, as always. Thank you, P. I hope we play games more often and talk more often. And you come into the Discord a little more. And Purple, I notice you're not in the Discord. And I know I don't want you to be bombarded with a million things because you're in the Suaves as well. But if you ever want, you don't have to speak that often. Just like P. P said, I'm in there. He just, isn't as vocal. But yeah, jump in there sometimes. So you could join the chats whenever you see it. If you see anything you want to talk about, because Mr. Urban World, he'll give you 1,000 things a day that you'll be like, you know what, do I really want to join in this? Oh, well, you just have to see him in my Discord. You'll see a different side of him. As he puts 8 million crime videos every day. He's posting in Detroit, this lady was shot in the face. Like the other day, he put this video where this lady got ran over 3 times by this guy. I was like, oh my God, is this really happened? Like, yeah, so you'll see a different side of him that you probably don't see when he's in somebody's chat. Yeah, he's a yes. Thank you. He's a bot. I'm gonna go back to it for real. Ask him. That's what I used to always say. Like, yo, he's not real. He's a bot. Right. Um, Big Mike. He sent me a picture. That's not the same as seeing him in person. That I could send you a picture of my brother and say that's me. You wouldn't know. You know? Right. Oh man. Oh wow, just hit 200 games played on FIFA 2022. Wow. PSX. That's crazy. What is that? Monk said we should watch Severance. Yeah, me neither. I don't know, but everybody on planet Earth, please, because I need people to talk to about it. Watch Behind Her Eyes. Blew me away. So that instantly became the best show I seen on Netflix, and it instantly became thrown in my best shows I've ever seen in top 10 best shows I've ever seen. But it's because it's only 6 episodes, so it's such an easy watch. But you get so much content in 6 episodes. You're just like, what the, it's amazing. So guys, everybody, watch Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. Okay. Purple, I promise you, it's worth it. And when it ends, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be instantly like, I gotta talk to him about it. Like and I want more people to talk to about this show. Mm-hmm. Not listen, trust me. I schedule everything. Yeah. No, listen, I'm just like you. Like I don't if you so notice what I try to do, right? I stream every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But then I'll try to get my game playing in when I stream. So no, recently I've been doing more game streams than I do shows. I used to pretty much just only do shows, right? Where it's just me and a panel of people. But now it's like, man, I want to play that game. I like that game. I want to play with Wilson. Like, you know what? This week I'm doing this. But on the weekends I don't really get to play as much, right? Today I'm playing because my mother-in-law is down here, so I got some extra time. But I'm just like you, like I don't have the time. Like when people used to be like, you never play Avengers. Like, mother effer, I don't have time to play Avengers. Like, you find the time for me. Help me out. So, mm, mm, right. Oh, yeah. Be quiet. We didn't say nothing. Paul, yeah, he already got you. He's on your phone and everything. Paul, please watch it and let me know. You know what I want to do too? I'll have to say is I want to do a spoiler discussion of that show, and I'll have to warn people, don't watch it. But I want enough people to watch it, and then we do a spoiler discussion, talk about it. I need to talk to more people about this movie, this show. It feels like a movie, but it's. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Please, please, everybody watch it. And like, I'm gonna create a date for it. And I'm gonna give all of you guys. So if I actually create a schedule and it's out there, so maybe some people are like, oh wait, I want to be on the panel to talk about it. So let me watch it, and it won't just be up in the air. God bless you. You're welcome. So anyway, let me get off of here. You know me, guys. I keep talking and talking and talking. I live for this stuff, but unfortunately, I don't want to be single or go on Temptation Island. So but then again, I might have more time to just talk all day, and play games for 8 hours like Purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get jealous when I see like Ray and even Suave. I know he doesn't play for a long time, but he gets some time. And Stadia Pro, they be playing during the day. I'm like, man, I'm sitting at work watching y'all playing video games. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here, and so I don't have to join Temptation Island, and Wilson will be mad at me. And yeah, but you guys are awesome and epic, and everybody in the chat is awesome and epic. And I just want you guys all to know this. You heard it here first, and now your mama knows that I'm a cowboy. Oh man. I'm out here.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
And now your mama knows.